Hi, I'm Pat.
And Mark.
From Totally Patched. We're a family-based business here in Shropshire. We've been established for about 20 years.
All of our kits come pre-cut, meaning all the fabric is cut for the actual people who want to make the items, whether they be cushions, bags, quilts or anything else you want to cast your creative memory or mind into.
Most of the kits we produce we design ourselves. The design process is usually inspired by the fabric itself. We only use great quality fabrics, 100% cottons.
So, whether you're a beginner or an experienced sewer or quilter, we hope we've got something for all of you.
Make sure you come and watch us on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Bev. Hi, I'm Sam, and we are from Be Crafty. Be Crafty is a family-run company. Sam is my sister, and we love bringing brand new products to Hochanda. We manufacture and design all our own ranges of stamps, inkables, MDF, lots and lots of inspiration that we love to bring and share with you.
If you tune in to Hochanda to join us, you'll see that mine and Bev's style are totally different. But what that does is it brings you lots of styles and techniques that you can include in your crafting too.
Our ranges are increasing all the time with the lovely hand-drawn images that Sam and myself are trying to bring to you, plus the fantastic new designs that we like to bring in the inkables, in the dinkables and the MDF as well. So you can use them across all different sorts of crafts and bring the best we can to Hochanda too. So make sure you don't miss the Be Crafty shows on Hochanda.
Hello, very good morning to you. We're kicking the day off today with Lou. She's here. Not Lou with us, it's the other one. It's Lou Sim. She's here, look. Oh, good morning, Lou.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Not many sleeps to go, you know.
I know. Not that I get that excited about that, I must admit.
Oh, I do.
Do you?
I do. I still get excited. I say, oh, yeah, because the dogs have got presents, haven't they, this year? Yes. Let's have a what we've got, though, because we've got all sorts of goodies for you. Please do go to the website and shop ahead, because we've got far more than is out on our counter. We've got some great discounts as well. In fact, we've really got some bargains for you. And some items we've never seen before as well. And we're starting right here with My Mind's Eye. Now, if you've never heard of My Mind's Eye, Lou, this is a company that's been around a long time, isn't it?
It's a lot, yeah, very much so, but the paper quality is superb. And the kits they put in, they always put your decorative papers in, but they'll always put plain cardstock in as well to give you some like starting points for your matching and layering. And the papers in this collection, they're really useful because you've got like that big image there.
Yeah.
But then you've got smaller images.
And you've got the tags at the bottom. The borders
but
at the
see the
bottom
little
as well.
border strip at the bottom, I've cut them away and used them.
Definitely.
And things like that. But then you've got smaller elements like the presents there. So if you wanted to cut out, you could cut them all out individually. Actually, what was really nice with this kit was I actually got my punches out and was punching out shapes and things like that.
That's a good
It was
idea.
really brilliant to bring those sort of things back into my crafting.
Definitely. They're easy to cut out as well, aren't they, the trees?
Yeah, I mean, that could be borders. You know, to
Very
cut out
nice
beautiful.
borders.
And look at the colour of
love
that.
the spots. Do you know, some really bright colours in it. You've kind of got those yellowy, limey colours rather than the traditional green. Yes, zingy is the word. Definitely zingy. Do you know, even those as well, you could cut those out. Maybe not cut around the outline, but a little circle. Again, if you can fit your punch
Well, I've been doing
them.
both. I've done punches and I've cut round. They're actually...
Have you?
Yeah, they're easier to cut out than they look.
Oh, wow.
I haven't cut the snowflakes out now.
That's a lovely background, though, isn't it?
It is,
Absolutely
it's stunning.
beautiful.
And that one there as well.
I love the colours in here. Do you know, I'm having trouble getting hold of these. This is nice. Look at this one.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, are these all different then that I've got here? We've got lots, haven't we? Now, this is Winter Wonderland. You've got the paper and the card. We've got some more to show you as well. Look at these. In total, there are 19 sheets. I've got a lovely sample to show you as well. That also includes, with the 19 sheets, the block colours that we've not really shown you yet. They're the solid ones. But, of course, they're in your traditional Christmas red, green, your white as well. This is a very good sheet.
Oh, but there's loads in there. I mean... I mean, the demo and the sample I've brought in, it was the cards, the journaling cards done for you straight away.
I think we're on a repeat now, aren't we?
There should be a sticker sheet somewhere as well, I believe.
There's a which one?
There should be a sticker sheet at the back.
Sticker sheet, is there? Oh, I found it. There it is.
So you get that as well, and they're all self-adhesive stickers.
Handy. I like the best day ever, look. All I want for Christmas. Oh, yeah, all I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. Oh. A ring and not on the phone. Oh, a ring and not on the phone. Yeah, wouldn't mind one of those, would we? A nice ring with a big diamond in it. $12.99 is the price here. Let's have a look at the solids as well. You can see, obviously, we've got the white there. These are 12 by 12 as well.
But have you looked at the white there? Sorry to interrupt you. Look, it's got embossed.
Oh, yes. Do you know, I missed that. I knew I saw it in the meeting, but how the light's catching. It's almost like it's a resistor there, isn't it? Yeah. Beautiful. And then the red and the green as well. Absolutely stunning. Let me just show you a sample here, Lou, because this is lovely. If you want to make a nice Christmas album, you can do.
But, you know, I've used the mixture of the stickers, but I was saying about stamping and cutting out and using punches and being able to, you know, get into the papers and cut. And it was brilliant to go back to that sort of techniques again. So I've just used one of those sheets that, you know, that you can put the pockets in and change them, and so it was just literally cut and quickly, and then all you need to do is put your photographs in, add a little bit extra decoration and some journaling.
That's lovely. Absolutely gorgeous, and better than half price. Look at this, $12.99 for all that. 402832 is your item number. Right, it's that little frog again. It visits every morning. I'm fine. I'm fine, I'm not ill, I'm absolutely perfect. It's just that croaky voice in the morning. Right, now then, dispatch day, everybody, as well. 4th of January. It's dispatch from the 4th of January. Obviously now we're almost upon Christmas Day, aren't we? Then we've got New Year anyway, so not long to wait. Now I can tell you we are already busy on this one. Before the show, when we did our meeting, this was my star buy. I absolutely adore K & Company. If you've never heard of them before, again, it's another company, isn't it, Lou, that's been around a long time. And when we're talking quality, we really are talking quality again.
I think it's one of the companies that helped me, you know, when you do layering, like when you see their Grand Adhesions layering stickers, and suddenly you realise that you could do multiple layers of colours on top, put a 3D foam pad, and it looked okay. And it was a great starting point. I mean, those papers have got beautiful texture to them. I know we haven't got Feely Vision, but they've got a wonderful, I'd like to say linen, but it's got a real material sort of effect to it, hasn't it?
If I scratch, you can hear it. I don't know how close we can get on this, but it would be lovely if we could see that texture, because it is absolutely gorgeous. It really is. There we are. Look at that. It looks like it could be a denim fabric or something, couldn't it?
Yeah.
These are absolutely stunning. Absolutely beautiful. Now, you've got 18 double-sided sheets just in this one little pad as well. I mean, we've got, again, those greens, those reds. We've got the browns as well. I would seriously, if you've got the money to go for it, I would seriously multi-buy on this one. I wouldn't just go for one. And I'm not just saying that. I absolutely adore this bundle. Now, we've also got, as well as the papers there, you've got your tag pad as well. This is lovely, isn't it? Isn't that handy?
Isn't it beautiful? And it goes with the papers, but they could actually be standalone by themselves. I mean, they are beautiful tags, absolutely, and lots of detail in there.
Yeah.
And it's I love it because it looks 3D, but it's actually flat.
Doesn't that? You would think you could just pick that right off of there, but you can't. It is flat. These are stunning. I'm only showing you a handful of these as well. I mean, there's lots more designs in here. They are beautiful, but we're still keeping going. We've got loads more to show you. Very busy for this one as well. I would say, please, 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 do not hesitate with this one. As I say, if you can multi-buy, do so. You will not regret it, seriously. $9.99 is the pricing. Now, the die cuts, it's easy for me to show you at the front, actually. There are 126. You would think that you'd just made a topper up straight away there.
But that one you've got there is a frame, but you can pop the centre out.
There we are, look. You can see.
But what I like about this kit is one side is glittered, but it's the same on the other side, but without the glitter. on some of them.
Wow.
And I think that's really nice. So if you're not feeling in a glittery mood, you've got the same design but without the glitter.
These are absolutely beautiful. Well, I can tell you, everybody, you are liking them as well. I've barely even scratched the surface with what you're getting, but we are at limited stock. Oh no, is that your first demo? I don't think you're going to do it. I've just got to show you, actually. Look at these. I just love these as well. Look. Your hat mini book, sorry. So you've got the holes there for your rings. I mean, it doesn't have to be a hat, does it? But you could decorate that as a hat, as the name describes, and that's exactly what Lou has done. Isn't this clever? Isn't this beautiful? Oh, I can't even show you anymore. Can I show you a little bit of that? Because I've got other things in there. It's technically sold out, you see. That's why I'm not supposed to be doing this. Oh, Lou's packing away a demonstration because she can't do it now. Oh, bless you, Lou. Oh, no, I can't even do that now, can I? We've got another bundle for you, though. Now, let's have a look at a picture of this one. This is K&Co as well. Just looking at the quality there, you could go for this one. You don't get a mini book in this one, but you are getting all those other embellishments and things as well. I don't know if it's a different range. I think we've got different colours possibly in there, but do you know what? Just by those pictures there, do go for that one as well, because you will not regret it. 618-531 is the item number. There we are. Beautiful. Oh, I'm so pleased to see K&Co. It seems a long time. I do apologise. I do apologise. It will go away. Right, the next item. Let's have a look at this one. We're going very autumnal here. Now, you can see that gorgeous tree as well. Now, this is Dawn Bibby, Autumn Breeze. You've got 38 A4 sheets here. Lou, tell me about this one, because I can see there's a little bench. We've got the tree. So you've got 3D elements in here.
You can make like the tree. Yeah. So there's instructions in there on the front. The opening page there on the reverse of that is really concise instructions. So you can make the tree, you fold it, you can do 4 bits together and make it fully stand out. You could put 2 bits together and have it standing out on a card. But it's all designed that it will go flat. So all the folds and creases are designed so they go flat. So when you put it in an envelope. But you've also got the bench. And you can make a 3D bench.
Isn't that lovely?
And you've got all the bits to go with there. And again, it's picture. I love picture instructions. I mean, I do look at writing as well, but picture instructions. And so this idea behind it is that when you post it, you put it flat. And it goes into an envelope.
Just to see how flat it actually goes. That is very clever, isn't it?
And all I've done with that is I've just added, you get loads and loads of different toppers and die-cut, kiss-cut elements like the leaves and everything like that. So I've just layered it up along those lines. And then the sentiment, I've just put a scrap piece of card to hold it up so it stands up when you've got the bench going. But you've got absolutely oodles in there. You've got animal images in there. I mean, that one I've left open. And the reason I've left it open was I thought if you had it open on the back, you've got somewhere to write.
Yeah, I'm just going to turn this around so we can see it from all directions.
You don't have to. You can join it all together to make it like 4. But I just thought it was nice to have the back open so you've got somewhere to actually write when you want to.
Just in there like that.
And all I've done is I've popped out lots of the different leaf elements. Don't know what I'm thinking. And then you've got little toppers there. We've got some blingy bits on the show, and I've just added a little bit of bling to lighten up the colours. And then the little birdhouse I just hung on a little piece of ribbon.
Oh, that is
and that's
so
included
sweet,
in there
it?
as well. And I just thought it was another little element to add to it.
Well, we've got more cards here as well to show you using this particular kit. So you can see, you know, those 3D elements are fantastic. Or elephants, as Lou says.
No, where did that come from?
I've got to warn everybody, actually. We are not off to the best start this morning. We're all smiling and laughing about it now. But myself and Janice had the most horrendous journeys in this morning. Lou's getting mixed up with her elements and her elephants. I don't know what else is going to happen this morning. So it could be quite an amusing day, I think. There we are, absolutely lovely. 223 967 14.99 for that bundle. You're saving £16.86. We really are treating you out with this morning. Now, moving down again, we've got some items now from Ready. Lots of elements in this one as well, and Lou's put together some beautiful cards for us. I'm just watching Lou. I think she's getting ready for a demonstration with this one now because we can't do K&Co. £19.99 is going to get you the bundle. Now, let me show you some samples as well as I go through the details here, because we have got, of course, your toppers and your sheets. There's borders in here as well. It is your vintage flower cards. That's what we've got here. Those beautiful bows as well we've got on the website. I don't know if they're on the counter. I don't think they are. I think Lou's got some down at the demo area. Is that one upside down? Yes, it is. There it is. Actually, it worked both ways, didn't it, really? Actually, it could work. Yeah, I think that's ways best, probably. And then this one as well. Love that deep red in that one. Brings out the colours with the bow and the wine colour there. Doesn't that bring out the colours in the roses on the topper? Beautiful. 143332. And we've got in here, as I say, the toppers. You've got borders in here as well. Let me just show you one or two of these. Some instructions as well, or some ideas, inspiration sheet for you. These are die cut as well, as you can see from the one I've just folded forwards. So you've got the coloured backgrounds, but you have got the die cut elements. But actually the backgrounds, the borders around these frames here that you could cut into. And also it helps you choosing colours for maybe your backing card, for matting and layering, that sort of thing, because you can see what tones really, really well. So that just goes on and on and on. We've got envelopes in here for you because, of course, you've also got your card blanks. So there are your card blanks. They are pre-scored as well. I don't know what weight these are, but they're a really good weight. Nice and thick. And then we have these as well, which, again, die-cut borders. These are embossed for you. You could make little wraps for your cards out of those, couldn't you?
Very much so.
Yeah.
But there is actually loads and loads of different things, you know, you can do with those actual borders, because they are slightly embossed. So you could get your gilding waxes out and highlight them along the, you know, you could, an embossing pad, an embossing powder. Yeah. And highlight it along those ways. There's lots of options. A great bundle as well if you make to sell, or if you make money for charity, you know, raising money for charity. That would be great if we ever get back to having our stands again. Ah, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? 143332 is the item number for that one. Now, something that I love is next. You know I love my paints, my chalk paints and upcycling, all those things. Now, we've got two different options for here. These are really good-sized pots, Lou, aren't they? They are heavy, aren't they?
They are heavy. 8 fluid ounces, 236 millilitres, if you want to go by millilitres. Now, the first one we're looking at here, we've got Parisian grey. I love that colour as well. You've got the white Adirondack. I find it hard to say that. And rich black as well. That is a really good set to have, isn't it? Perfect. Doesn't have to be for home decor. It could be for your MDF or your different methods that you do, and you work with other mediums as well. Set at the bottom here as well, we've got Java, Cobblestone and Bavarian. Bavarian's got to be this one then. Oh, because you get Bavarian slices, don't you? Those custody things. Yeah. Oh, £12.99 for these. That's a really good price as well. £15.81 is your saving on this one. You've got set 1 or set 3. No idea what happened to set number 2, but set number 1 is at the top. Set number 3 is at the bottom. There we go. Now, I'm just being asked from the gallery, would I recommend priming furniture? It depends on the piece of furniture you've got, really. But I would definitely prep in the fact of washing down with sugar soap. Well, give it a bit of a sand first, a light sand, wash down with sugar soap, then you're good to go. Get any grease or dirt off there, first of all. But as I say, not just for furniture. Seriously, use that on your MDF and your wooden items and all sorts of things. Right, next we've got Marianne bunny sheets for you. We've got to think ahead. I know we haven't quite reached Christmas Day yet, but spring, hopefully, is around the corner, and so is Easter.
I know, but actually these images, I know we think bunny's Easter, are generic. Could be used all year round. So and they're really lovely. What I loved about these sheets was they actually fit my base core dies, layering dies.
Ah.
So I could cut the circles out, I could cut the squares out. You get enough sheets that if you want to really decoupage up, you can. But if you want to do something flat, you can as well.
You've got a lot to go at there, haven't you?
They are really easy to cut round. I mean, I don't mind a bit of cutting, but they were really quick and easy to cut round. And I've just layered it up with some of the other elements we've got on the show, like the bows, the circle.
Oh,
I mean, that one there, I've taken all the layers and laid it up 3 or 4 times, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
And then
to show you the depth of that, actually. There we are.
So you've got enough toppers in there to actually do that. And then that one is just one layer, you know, and then with just a little layer on top. And
these
some
are lovely
simple
for
mat and
Valentine's,
laying.
because there's lots of hearts in there as well. Really
Yeah.
sweet. Maybe a new baby. Also, yeah, anniversary would work as well. You know, birthdays galore, any age. I would be quite happy with a little bunny rabbit on my card. £9.98, £6 saving. You're getting 20 of those sheets. So there's 2 different designs there, but you've got multiples. Well, you can see you've got at least 6 on each sheet there. 136612 is the item number. Now, was this your star buy, Lou? You love this one, don't you? This, again, the quality is just second to none. Now, we'll go through this one. This is absolutely beautiful again. We've got Valentine's Love Me set. You've got tags, you've got buttons, you've got garland and Cupid die as well. Lou, I'm not going to say it now, but after this show, just say buttons to me.
Okay.
I need to ask you something. We've got some buttons here, which are amazing. 21 buttons in that pack. You've also got the paper pad. Now, there's 24 sheets in this. Now, this is 6 by 6. I'm going to do it upside down because I'm going to hold the spine, but if I need to turn anything around, I will. You can see double-sided as well. Absolutely beautiful. Really bright and bold again. When we think of Valentine's, of course, the first colour we think of is red, isn't it? But the fact that we've got the blue mixed in with this, I think it's such a pretty combination.
It is, but it doesn't... They're generic enough that they don't actually have to be Valentine's. You know, you could use them... for your journaling, your scrapbooking, but I mean, yes, obviously for Valentine's as well, but there's some beautiful colours and some wonderful tags, loads of different shapes and stuff. It's the colour palette, I think.
Yeah.
It's bright, but it's subdued.
You definitely could get away with this at any time of year, and even if there's like we saw the page there with love on it, which is great. If you wanted to cut that off and just use the rest and keep the love for something else, you could do.
I mean, the bunting there.
Look at that one.
Yeah.
That bunting, do you know, I was flicking past that for a reason then, because one of our favourite bits, it's mine and Lou's, I think. I'm just going to find another page, actually. We have got bunting in this set, not just in the paper pad, but this here. This is so sweet. This is actually bunting. When you unravel that, you have got bunting on a string, haven't you?
You have got bunting. I mean, you can cut it down to the different sizes. So if you're into your scrapbooking, you can do a 12 by 12 layout. Or if you're working in slightly smaller books, you can actually, you know, use it for there. Put 3D foam, or just let it hang.
Definitely. Oh, lovely. And then we've got all sorts of borders again. A lot of these have got glitter in them as well, which is really lovely. You've got 16 of those long embellishments there. We've got some tags for you as well. There's 48 tags here. All different designs again. They're single-sided, they're white on the other side, so it gives you somewhere to write on them if you want to write on them. Absolutely beautiful. Really lovely colour palette. And then you've also got the circles as well. Now, these are nice because you've got that scalloped edge. And again, if you didn't want sort of the Cupid in the centre there, you could easily put a sentiment or something over the top. We've got punches, we've got dies.
Yeah.
You know, just cover that up.
Use it as a doily. Yeah, as a doily.
Definitely.
Like you say, cover it up.
Perfect, love it. £9.99 again for that one, and £8.22 savings, 752089. Now we have got more items, and you have found a lot of these as well. Oh, I know what this is. This is, I'm pretty certain, because I've seen a box. Yes, it is, I can see by the lid. These are Viva Decor. These are your chalky paint sets. I absolutely love Viva paints. The chalky, if it's the same as the ones I've had, which I think it is, these work indoors and outdoors as well. £14 and 18 is a saving. We've got different options for you as well. This one is the classic, and you've got Christmas there as well, but it's not just for Christmas, is it? £12.99 for 5 pots. 054429. I believe they come in a nice little box for you as well. Lou's nodding her head, I think. Yes. We've got an embellishment pack for you, so let's have a little look at that as well. Got organza ribbon in this one. We've got some gems in there as well. Oh, they're pretty colours, aren't they? The blues and the yellows together. Very nice. Yeah, look at the name on them. K&Co. If you saw the bundle that sold out, you only have to see K&Co, and you know you are getting exceptional quality. There we are, 239435 for that one. Oh, I'm looking forward to the demonstration now because I've no idea what you're doing.
No, you know what I was like, oh, I'd go, all my embellishments everywhere.
You wanted to do with the K&Co as well, didn't you?
We did say that, didn't we? Right, the flower kit. Now, on the sheets that come with us, we get 3 different types of flowers, and they match with all the different types of backgrounds. So you've got lots of different backgrounds that you can cut out. So, for example, I'm using a different one. So you get a background sheet, there's 4 to a page, and then you can just find the corresponding flowers. So you can decoupage them up, or, and I've got another demo there, you can make it go as far as you want. And then you've got these beautiful borders, and everything's kiss cut. So it just comes away absolutely beautifully. I got a bit carried away prepping, and I literally took everything out, and then I thought, oh, I better show everybody what it looks like. You know, when you go, oh, okay.
Plus, when you've got lots of different flowers and layers to it as well, sometimes it might be easier. We do say prep ahead and get ready, but sometimes it's nice to keep them in the sheets a little bit more.
And then you've got all the numbers about the different elements you can go for. But what so we've got that there. I'm going to work with that one. And then we've got this in the sheet, and I've been loving these. These are just little ribbon strips that you can cut out. And they're all the different colourways that go with everything. But they haven't left you by yourself. So they've given you actual examples of what your cards can look like. So if you've got enough toppers to make 18 different cards, and loads left over, and I mean loads left over, because you've got all the embossed, but they give you an idea of how the cards can look. So you could make your first set following these instructions, and then just go wild yourself.
Do you know, this is a great kit for a new paper crafter as well.
It is. And then on the back as well, they've given you hints and tips about how to decoupage, how to get the sheets out, different layering ideas. So they haven't left you by yourself.
No.
It's a really comprehensive. But you also get in there the card blanks and all the envelopes, all the die cut. As I said, it's an absolutely huge kit.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, you get your cards, your envelopes. As you say,
and you can see the card is quality card, the envelopes are quality, everything about it is great quality.
Well, I mean, the envelopes, I've been storing all my bits in until I get ready to make the cards.
That's a good idea.
So that's how the envelopes aren't creased or anything.
Wonderful.
Now, as I said, we get the die cut elements. But you get 3 borders on each sheet, and the idea is, so this is my topper here, if I turn it around the right way, sorry, I haven't stuck it down. I can use any one of those border sheets, and it will go with them.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
So you've got choices there, you don't have to stick, so I can stick to there.
Oh, nice.
The other thing that I love is with all of these elements here, because you get in like a green, a cream, this beautiful, rich. It's not red, but it's not burgundy either, is it? Sort of, but and a white. But these also fit absolutely beautifully.
I hadn't realised that.
On top of all the different layers.
You can thread ribbon through that red one, can't you? Oh, have I jumped ahead?
No, I was just going to say, but you can thread the ribbon through.
Use them. Nobody else saw it, no, but the look you gave me, you nodded your head and you like looked and I say, yeah, that's just what I was about to do.
No, that's fine. You read my mind. Actually, it was probably so you can thread your ribbon, and it's not hard. And I haven't even put a chamfered cut on the end of the ribbon, so we can pull the ribbon through. You can do it the opposite way, where the ribbon went over the top, and you could slightly cover the design. But the other thing that you can do is you've also, where you've got these ribbon strips. Now they cover up the, but they also are designed so we can now, if I move this out of the way. We can have these layers going on top, and then we've got the ribbon strip on top as well.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
So
Doesn't that strip pull it all together with the colours?
It does, but that alone, if you wanted to, I mean, if you want to be really frugal, that alone on a card front, if you were going to do them with a simple sentiment, you've got actually a whole card made. Yeah. Really, really quick. Definitely. And that's using little or no elements at all. I just wanted to show.
Well, you've got those borders there as well. I can see if you, because you've got multiples of them, haven't you? If you did want to attach 2 together and put a nice little flower in the middle, you have got a belly band, haven't you, for a card or
you could, because they'll overlap each other. Let's see if I can find. Well, these ones, I'm just going to. I know they're not the right colours, but they would overlap, and then you could put those on top again if you wanted to make it dimensional and overlap. You could do that way, and you've got all the different colours that come, come with it. It was like, ooh. You know when you get a kit out and sometimes you just go, oh, is that it? And then suddenly you get into it and you go, but you get loads of different die cut elements. Now, I've cut my sheet out and you've got choices here. You could do it so it sits on the front of the card with a darker bit.
Okay.
Or you could do it where you actually cut away and then you would be left with a little white border. So they've given you those options when you want to cut it out. So it's whatever works, for you and what you decide. So I could cover the whole of my card blank, and now I've got you know, a background. I don't see the
and
white.
instantly it looks like you've matted and layered, but you haven't. So again, you're saving on costs because you don't have to use other cardstock.
No. So I'm just going to put this down. And the cards are a good, like I say, good size as well. So there we go. So I'm going to put that there. And then I thought what we're going to do is I thought it'd be nice to layer up all the different elements we've got now. I think I'm going to go for the cream. You know when you get choices and you go, shall I? Ooh, 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 ooh. Now I'm just going to stick this down and I will trim away the excess. Now this, I am following
Mother's Day cards, wouldn't they, Lou?
Well, I'm following the actual one of the designs here, which is, so I'm going to start by following one of those designs straight away.
Okay.
Because if it works, why not?
Of course.
I'm not going to thread ribbon because I want to use one of the paper ribbons that we've got in there. So that's now going to go on the top.
Lovely.
Like that. And then I'm going to put this on. But before I put this on, I want to start building up my layers. Now, I've pushed all mine out and added all the little 3D foam pads on top.
Oh, you are well prepped.
Well, myself and 3D foam, it's a bit like red liner tape,
Is it a love-hate relationship?
You know, I could be sitting here picking the backs off now till tomorrow or the next day. And then other days it works perfectly.
Yeah.
So you can
we've all
shape
been
these
there.
up. The images are, you know, really easy to find, to move along. Now, if you're into your silicone, use your silicone. You've got loads and loads of layers. This can get 3 or 4 deep with your layers.
You could put into those as well, couldn't you? You could take the main flower out if you wanted to.
Yep.
They're lovely on little gift boxes as well.
So we've got that one there. I'm going quiet now while I concentrate on where I'm going to layer it. So we've got that one over there, and then I've got this beautiful, like you were saying, you could do separate elements by themselves, but also, I mean, just because I've got the rose there doesn't mean I couldn't twist it off centre or tuck it behind and make my bouquet even bigger. You don't, I think
you've got
sometimes
plenty of options.
it's nice to follow what the kit gives you, but then other times it's, you know, nice to be able to think, oh, I can go and do that myself as well. And I've got another little one that sits on there, and a little one that sits there, and you've got lots of little bits and pieces. I'll leave the little bits and pieces. Now, we've got, this is these beautiful die-cut elements, and they just pop out, and they're all beautifully embossed, so you could put your ink pads over the top, everything. And I just want to bring, before I stuck the border, I wanted to actually thread this through a little bit.
Ah, that's clever.
So I can then work out where I want to put this before I put my glue down.
Looks like it's giving it a hug now.
I'll just put little bits of
Do you
glue.
know, thinking as well, Lou, this kit itself, with this saving we've got, because it's less than half price again for this one, perhaps you've got children that want to craft or are crafting and you don't want to give them your best bits and pieces. No. This is a great value bundle. You can kind of just let them loose with this one.
I mean,
not worry about it.
No, there is literally so many different elements that you can use within the kit. It's, like I said, it's amazing how many you can actually do. Right, so I'm just going to trim that from the back, and that one from the back. And I've saved one of the little bits of the decoupage.
Yeah. I'm just going to read the ingredients of this kit, actually, because
I like that, the ingredients.
I do kind of say that sometimes. You've got 6 of the 3D die cuts with flowers and borders. These are A4, of course. 9 sheets with 18 vintage flower motifs on them. So 18 individual motifs on one sheet. You've got 3 sheets with the decoration borders. I think those are the pretty ones that Lou's using. You've got 6 embossed die cuts. So again, the embossed borders and also those flourishes and things. 16 double cards, 16 envelopes, and of course your cover with instructions and example cards, which is what I'm reading off right now. So there you are, that's your inspiration sheet. So you can make a minimum from this kit of 16 cards. That's including an envelope and the base, of course. But if you've got some cards that maybe you're buying from Pink Frog as well, at the latest show, because of course then you can extend this further. Use those flowers individually. Don't use them all in one go. spread out those layers as well, you know, cut into things, think about it, you can really take that much further. 143332 is the item number, and Lou's doing a marvellous job there. Look at that, how beautifully that's come together.
And that's just doing it flat and using the elements, and all I've added extra is my glue and a bow. But everything else is within the kit. But it's a really diverse kit. I mean, I won't stick them all together, but just to show. As I said, look, I've been using, the envelopes are so good, I've been using the envelopes to store all my bits of prepping. So where I had the topper before, I'm just going to tip that out. We get that. So this is my topper before, and we were saying extend it. All I've done is taken a craft knife, and I've cut it out. So now I've got two different cards. So I've got one that's going to go and sit on here, and then I've got a topper there. And then what I was going to do, if I turn this round, so I'm going to have to open the card blank, it's easier. So I've got my topper here, and then taking all these elements as we were doing, I've got that element to go there. I've threaded the ribbon all the way through on another piece of die cut with the piece of 3D foam to go on the top. And then I've split my decoupage up. So I've got one piece that's going to sit just tucked over there, and I would stamp a sentiment.
Oh, that's nice, Lou.
And that would there. And then you could, if you wanted to add extra depth, we've got all the different die-cut elements that I can suddenly bring in and build it up. So that was just taking the topper and splitting it up. And then I would stamp a sentiment, or if I've got a sentiment there.
That is so pretty as well.
And then, I mean, you could have ribbons. You know, we could add, because we've got lots of bows on the show, so I could add a bow into the different corners. I've just gone for knots. So using the same topper, so that's the centre from there, I would stick it onto my card here. And again, we get so many of these. And all I've done is I've taken the sheet and I've cut the bottom bit off.
Yes, I can see that.
So what I want to do is I want to tuck that behind like that.
Yep.
And I've done exactly the same with the white, and I've threaded the ribbon. So I'm keeping to the same colours that I did for this card. And where I've cut this now, I'm going to go round the corner.
Oh, nice.
And then I'm going to tuck that little bit so it's there. So I've made a frame. And then I've got my decoupage, different decoupage elements that I could carry on going.
Lovely.
And you get also, it says move through, these little that you could stamp in or do, you know, other bits. I'm trying to think of the word there, what you could do with them. But I've got my bow that's going to sit on there, and then I've saved one to go on the top of the actual
and again,
bow.
the colours all pulled together there with the bow and the cardstock there. That is beautiful. Oh, thank you, Lou. 2 in 1 there. Now, we'll just give everybody a reminder of the details for that kit, actually. It's here. It's right here. You've got so many elements in, as I say, all for that great price of just $19.99. 143332. That's saving, look, it is less than half price. Make sure that you multi-buy on that one as well, especially if you do make to sell, or you know, you've got friends and neighbours who always want something from you. Now, something that's been busy as well are the chalk paints. I'm just going to give everybody a reminder before I go through the details of this. Everything on the show is dispatched from the 4th of January because, of course, we've got Christmas and New Year in between. Now, the top row here is set number 1. So we'll go through those colours again. You could say grey, black and white, but it's actually a little bit posher than that. You've got Parisian grey. You've got the white Adirondack. I have to pause to do that because I can't say it. And then you've got the rich black as well. These are huge pots. Look, 8 fluid ounces. If you want to convert it into millilitres, you've got 236. They're really heavy as well. I can tell that's going to be a really good thick paint in there. And then set number 3, we've got Java, Cobblestone and Bavarian. Lovely colours again. Of course, you can mix these together as well if you wanted to. Only £12.99 for all 3 pots. You can go for both selections if you want just multiples of 2. £15.81 is your saving on this. So if you are going for both, you've saved over £30. 461 687 is the item number. Savings on everything, remember, during this hour. Now we've got some more chalky paint. As soon as I see the name Viva, I'm smiling because I adore anything Viva. You know by now that I've done quite a few shows for Viva. I've never yet found a product that I haven't been impressed with. The chalky paints is one of my go-tos because I use these on indoor projects, I use them on outdoor projects as well. Now at the top here we've got the classic kit for you. This is lovely. Now I will say to you, I don't know, you may think, oh, especially that green one at the bottom, it looks a little bit strange. You do need to stir these when you get them. They do tend to settle. There's nothing wrong with that paint, but do give them a good stir to get the best out of them. Now, really good pots again here, because you've got 90 millilitres in each. These are your chalky vintage look. Again, this is your classic selection. Comes in a box for you as well, so a great gift if you want to give them to anyone. Saving £14.18, just £12.99 for these. 054429. The second option is our Christmas. Now, apart from the red, I wouldn't look at that and necessarily think Christmas, so there's definitely something for all year round there. Do you know, whatever you want to suit your decor, perhaps if you are working on upcycle projects, perhaps using this on your cardstock again. I know when it comes to Viva, you can paint on wood, on card and paper, on glass, on metal. These are pretty certain are the same as the ones I've had, because I recognise the colours, indoor and outdoor as well. 054429 is the item number for that one. Don't forget, choose the option or the options that you want on it. Now, some more items for you as well. We've got some crystal stickers for you. You might have noticed some of these on some of the samples. A lot for your money here as well. Oh, we've got some ribbons in there as well. Are they those sticky lace ones? They are, aren't they? I think they're adhesive. I'm not too certain, but they look like it. £9.95 is the price for this bundle. A great embellishment kit. £8 saving, 845029. And then we've got some Dawn Bibby ribbon for you as well. Ooh, lots of the rolls here. The nice colours as well. £12.99. Is that for all of them? You get all 8 rolls? Wow. 25 metres on each. Let me do my maths, get my brain working. 200 metres. 8 times 25, because 4 25s are 100, and it's double that, so it's 200 metres in total. £12.99 is the price. £15.74 is the saving again. 097218. Love that as well, because you've got the organza and the satin edge there, so you kind of got the best of both. Really love to tie bows with. Talking of bows, we've got tons of bows for you. Now, these are on a pick and mix. We have got lots and lots of colours. Now, there are 100 bows in each pack, and these aren't those really little skinny bows either. They're really nice satin ones, the ones that Lou's been using on her samples. Lots of colours to look at, so you can see those all on the website. A £5 saving. It's a pick and mix of any 4. So that means we've got 400 bows for £10.96. That's silly. I'm thinking not just for your card making as well in your home decor. Think about your soft crafts. Little babies' bonnets and cardigans and coats. They'd look lovely, wouldn't they? They'd keep you going a long time. 341407. There we are. Back to Lou for another demonstration.
Oh, sorry,
I got Lou.
Yeah, you know when I had a demo planned, and I thought, do you know what, I fancy doing something different. But right, I got from the album that I had there. I love making 3D albums, but I also like making quick and easy. And this kit is quick and easy.
Yeah.
So what I've got is I've got a kit that I've got little wallets in it. So you can just cut elements out, and then so you can have your backgrounds ready and just slip your photographs in. And it's superb. So what I wanted to do was, you've got these beautiful journal cards. And I know we call this paper, but this isn't. This is a really lovely, heavyweight paper.
Yeah, this is one of those shows, Lou, isn't it, where we
tell our viewers about the quality, but you really wish they could reach in and just feel it, so they know. And I know you can flick it and you can waft it around in the air, but it's not
the same.
Not quite the same, no. Sort of. And it takes. I hate using the phrase "it takes a lot of abuse," but it's a good way. So we've got all of these, December the 25th, and little journaling cards. So I just wanted to add, so I got my December the 25th, and they're double-sided. So I've got my backgrounds on the opposite side. Now, where's my pocket gone? There we go. You know when you go, that now can fit in there perfectly. But I can then swap it round and I can have the same design on the opposite side. So I've got my quick and easy, so I can journal one side and have a photograph the other side. And then I thought what I can do is I can take my paper and I'm going to quickly measure there, and then I'm creating a matte layer for another photograph.
Lovely.
Because 12 by 12, I mean, it's lovely to use a 12 by 12, in its entirety, but I think it's nice as well to show that. Think of all the other different things. This reminds me of the photo albums from years ago. You know, when we used to have the clear plastic sheets and stick them on and have the sticky back plastic. So I've got that there.
Lovely.
So I just want to
These are timeless papers as well, aren't they?
They are. So I've got a really quick page, but when I turn over, well, if I turned the houses the right way round, that would be even more of a bonus, wouldn't it? So that would just... But everything now coordinates, so I've done a nice little double page spread. Now, we've got in here some superb... Where's my sticker sheet?
Oh, I'd forgotten about the sticker sheet.
We've got all of these beautiful sticker sheets that I can grab.
Oh, I thought they were going to be individual then. I didn't realise they were
No,
going to
there's a whole border. See, I'm a bit tight with it now, because, see, I'm sitting there working out how many I want to use without... And then I can stick them back down, because they are really sticky.
So do not pull them right off and lose your carrier sheet, so to speak.
No, so that's reassuring, because then you don't always have to use glue.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is, I would like to have, so I can actually stick this now along the top, along the bottom there, but my photograph is still going to fit. So if I get a white piece of card, just
Doesn't that lift the colours beautifully as well?
So
That
my
little bit of
photograph
brightness.
is going to still sit inside there, but I've got all this on the plastic
Oh,
wallet.
no, I really like that. Do you know, I've never even thought about putting something on the outside of the plastic wallets.
To me, the plastic wallets, I did it so the person who was receiving the gift, let me cut this down, can change the photograph to whatever they want.
Yeah, it's a
Want
great
inside.
idea.
So even though I'm doing this technically maybe for this Christmas, you could take all of this out and make it next year, so it becomes a
Yeah, of
revolving
course, yeah.
album. And
Or it could be an album that you add a little bit to every year, right from birth upwards, and maybe gift it at an 18th birthday or something like that.
yeah. Oh yes. Sorry, as you can see, as I said, this has been brilliant to get punches out. So I'm just going to punch that there, because what I want to do is, I've got these beautiful, I've got these stickers here, and I just want to put a little bit of a border around them with my punch. Not much of a border, but a little bit. And I want to
still works
grab
though.
some 3D foam pads. Because,
Do you know, we've got someone in the gallery, Lou, that's been very pernickety.
oh, okay.
I'm mentioning no names. You know our pretend photograph?
Yes.
It needs to be straight. She's saying.
It needs to be straight. Okay, right. I will do that for you, Meg. Okay. But then I have to be honest and say, it would bug me probably as well. I'd be looking going... But I've got my white photograph there, but we've got all the coloured cards that goes with it. So now I can put that on top.
that
So
makes
let's
a
put that
difference,
on
actually. I
top.
love that.
And then we've got a matte layer. It is a beautiful kit. There is so much in that you can do, and I think that is one of the advantages of 12 by 12. Cut into them, cut them out. There we go. Right, I will stick this down now, Meg.
Oh, you're making her very happy now, Lou.
No, but I have to say I do agree wholeheartedly, because it would bug me as well.
Well, I wouldn't have said anything because I know it was just sort of a pretend photograph. I didn't think it really mattered, but there you go.
No, I totally get no. So I've got that there, and put my photograph back in there. That's going to sit there. Now, on the papers we get, which I really love, on the bottom of each of the papers, we get the sample bit here. Now, this sample bit is actually telling you what's on the reverse.
Yeah.
But they'd make brilliant borders.
They would, definitely.
So I've been cutting mine off and using them for different borders. I've got the sticker sheet now stuck to me.
Have you got another show today, Lou?
10 o'clock. You know when you just think, I had to think then. I should know really, shouldn't I? You know when you go...
No, but it gets like that, especially when you're running early. You can't keep track of time
But
either,
it's...
can you?
Yeah, it does. You just think...
So at 10 o'clock, will you be having a different focus? Is it the same? I've just got loads of things on the
We've got
website,
loads
haven't
of
we?
different things on the... I was going to have a play with some of the chalk paints. I brought some bits in to have a play with those.
Oh, do tune in for that.
I've got the other paper kits there as well. We've got lots of the ribbons and bling that I want to bring in as well. You know when you just go, oh, I'm just putting a few. So I'm building this up, and I've used, when you think about it, I've used very little so far from the kit. to do, and it's the same with that journal that is in front of you there. I use very few elements, and I've got loads.
And it's fun working with these as well.
Yeah. And there's other pages, so I've taken that bit there, and I just want to add to tie in, because it's the matching paper, it now ties into that part
yeah,
there.
That works very well.
And then what I wanted to do is grab, we've got loads of these blinging.
You've got all sorts of treasures down there.
I know.
I don't know half of what you've got, you're in there.
And we've got, and what I want to do is, now we've got lots of this bling, but I'm going to be tight. But then I don't think I'm the only crafter who does this. You know, you think, you could have a double layer, but why have a double layer when you can have... So I want to put a little bit of that on there. And these are all self-adhesive as well.
Now we can just see everything on the screen that you've got there when it comes to that bling. Great bundle, this one. Look at that. Oh, you've got different shapes and things.
You've got
as well.
loads of different shapes, colours, cut into them.
I like the fact they're all packaged separately as well. $9.99 for the whole bundle there. 14 of those assorted bling rolls. A $7.48 saving. Once again, on this one, a big saving. 338 is the item number. Now, look, just as you're putting one or two embellishments on there, we've got something else that we haven't seen on the counter. This is your window decoration kit. Now, what you get here, let me just bring this is Viva again, so you know it's going to be good. You've got your transparent glass colour. So because it's transparent, that means you'll see through it, won't it? But I think you can mix colours into this. You may have something that will already mix in there. Some sort of pigment will mix in there, wouldn't it?
Pigment will mix into it,
yeah.
yes.
But you don't just get that, because how do you make your embellishments for your windows? Well, you've got these. Are these like, do you paint it on, Lou, and
yeah,
peel
you
them
paint it
off?
on and let it dry. It takes about 24 hours to dry.
Okay.
And then you can pull them out and they become... So you could put them on glass, mirror, your windows.
And they peel off?
Yeah.
And you can put them back?
Yeah.
Let's
So
go
you've
that
got
way,
lots
because
of
then you can
different
see the
designs
icicles
there.
hanging down, can't you? And we've got more sheets. I like this one. It's got the little birdhouse on. Isn't that sweet? The deer's nice, isn't it, as well? I bet you could... I bet if you've... I don't know if you'd want to cut into them, but I wonder if you could emboss with these as well. You could definitely press them into your air-dry clay.
That's nice. But then you've got the sheet there, which is all the different elements. It's huge, as you can see.
This is easy to see what you're getting, actually. This is a sheet of all of the designs you're getting.
Now, if you've got your different, if you do, being tight, if you've got acetate, or a lot of our packaging is clear plastic, and some of it is very, very sturdy. If you put that on top and then use the pouring, because it's got a very... It's not got a fine nozzle, but it's got a nozzle that you can pour with.
Yeah.
You can then put the acetate on top and go over with the plastic, the glass colour, and then just peel it off that, so you can then use that pattern over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Oh, that's good. And it's something that the kids are going to love,
Yeah,
this one, isn't it, as
definitely.
well? Oh, do have a go with this one. $13.99. You're saving $15.61. That's everything you get in there. These are big pieces as well. You can see that by that plan sheet, that planning sheet there. 040735 is the item number. You could trace those images through as well.
So you could use your own.
Yeah.
You could create your own images and do the acetate and pull it over.
Yeah.
Over the top. So, I mean, that's a starting point for winter. But, you know, you could do absolutely everything. I mean, if you turn those around, they look like dinosaurs' teeth. They're like stalactites, stalagmites. You know, you can take the drawings, you know, as far as you... If I was in school, they would be... Because in year 3, we had to do Neanderthals and stuff like that. That would be like flint tools and stuff like that. And you could create window displays using all of that.
So the mites go up...
And the
tights come down, don't they? That's how we remember it. That is how we remember it. Now we've got a few minutes left, Lou, so we can just watch you finishing off there, actually, and just
Right,
see
so
how
I've done. So that
continued
is
with
just
that.
the front page, and they are just the elements. Now you get 2 sheets with these cards, so you can make this twice over. So, you know, you've got lots of different bits, and I've cut loads of little bits there now, and we've got. And I'm going to flip over now, and then
Loving these stickers.
Oh, the stickers, and I haven't even So we've got the stickers there, so I can sit there for Christmas. We've got this beautiful bunting. I've got a thing for bunting at the moment, haven't I? That is all bunting, but it's all individual.
So you can separate the work.
So you can separate it. So you could actually, if you were doing it on a picture frame and put it on there, you could separate it right out.
Oh,
you just
go,
that
sticker sheet.
It is. It's brilliant, isn't it? Now I've got a little bit left over because you do. Now before I stick that down, I want to tie in with what I did on this side here. So let's just grab my punch. So I'm making the papers last forever.
I'm loving to see you get your punches out.
I actually got this, and it really made me go, oh, I haven't used my punches.
I wouldn't be surprised if the vast majority of the crafters watching now have got punches stashed away somewhere. And
I know.
They're thinking,
you just go,
I need to get those out. You do, though, don't you? Once you discover them again.
my poor sheet here. But they are, you know, you sit there, and I've just been sitting there cutting out different images. I'm now going to have to, cut into the sheet. Sorry, sheet. I don't know why I'm apologising to it. You go, why am I apologising to? But you've got all these elements here, but if you haven't got punches, you've got your die cuts. You could sit there, we all have layering dies, and you could probably go down, but you could probably bring in hexagonal shapes, lots of different other shapes. I'm just going to put that on there.
Oh, can you just move that slightly to your right?
Now, this is when I don't know my right from left.
Really good look
move
at
that out the way.
That's it.
In the background, I'm going right, left, right, left.
It's not straight, Lou. It's not straight. I'm getting shouted at.
Okay, I'm going to go by the lines from the mat. Okay, so the lines from the mat is there. Is that okay?
That is beautiful. Do you know, I've really enjoyed watching you put that together. I love it.
But I mean, I've made that album, and I've done all and I have still got all of this.
You have, haven't you?
There is
a lovely kit
in the kit.
It's great to have kits like that as well, because you know you haven't got to worry about trying to find papers that match, because everything is made to go together. So it takes out a lot of the worry and the fear of finding the right ingredients, again that word, to go on your projects. $12.99 is the price on this one. Shall we have another look at these papers as well, because we haven't got long left. So as we've been counted out, I'll just show you the sticker sheet. These are double-sided, remember, as well. So I'm just going to do a very quick sort of flick around with these as well, because you've got the trees in there, upside down trees. Use those as borders. You could turn those into bunting, yeah, you could do. And then I love the spots, beautiful. And then little houses, that's one of your favourites, I reckon.
And it is.
Yeah, love it. Very, very nice. Lou, thank you so much. You are back at 10 o'clock. Different demonstrations. We'll be focusing on different projects as well. So do join us there. But in fact, don't go anywhere, because we've still got shows in between, haven't we? In fact, the menu's coming up. Janice is ready to go. And I think Hazel is as well. She looks a little bit cold, though, over there, the other end of the studio. Yes, Hazel's ready to go as well. She's jumping up and down and warming up right now. Pink Frog Crafts, big save. And then, Barbara's here. Joseph, Bear, big save. Then personal impressions with Lou.
Hi, I'm Ali from Ali Stitch Your Fingers. I've been sewing most of my life. I absolutely love sewing. I've been with the Hochanda now from the very beginning, really. That's when I started to go there. The Hochanda family are lovely people to work with, and I'm really enjoying my time with them. Designing is a big part of the journey for me as well. I love going out and finding the fabrics to use in the projects and bringing them to you. I love the designing process from start to finish, and then the finished project is just the icing on the cake. So make sure you don't miss out. Come and sew with me on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Ali Reeve. I'm from the company Stamps Away. Stamps Away is a family-run company with my husband and I. We create all things crafty, especially with a passion for mixed media. At Stamps Away we create a lot of MDF products because we have laser cutters and router cutters. We also create our own stencils and masks. We try and make everything we can in-house so that you've got all the materials you need to create your projects. If you're watching a show with me on Hochanda, you'll expect to see lots of different techniques, lots of ways of using the products that we produce, and it's all very much mixed media, so pretty much anything goes. So I hope you won't miss the shows on Hochanda with Stamps Away.
Have you heard of Hochanda Freedom? Did you know that as a Hochanda Freedom member, you could be making savings on every order you place? For just £5.97 a month, you will benefit from selected Freedom member discounts and complimentary standard delivery on every order you place. You will also receive our exclusive Hochanda Freedom members badge, regular newsletters, giveaways and crafty updates. If you shop with Hochanda more than twice a month, then Freedom is for you. Don't forget, your Freedom membership is flexible, so you can pause it if you're going away, or you can cancel it at any time. So what are you waiting for? Give us a call or head to the website, quoting item number 88888 and join Hochanda Freedom today.
Hi, my name's Barbara Gray from Clarity Stamp, and how did I get here? Well, when my children, Grace and Mark, were born, I left the corporate world and I took up crafting full time. Then I had a moment of clarity, if you'll pardon the pun, and I came up with the transparent art stamp. And the rest is history, really. For the last 27 plus years, I've been pioneering the art of transparent stamping. I love teaching. For me, it's all about that. And so working with Hochanda is fantastic because it gives me the perfect platform to reach out and work with like-minded people and to be able to show some of the tricks that I've learnt along the way. If you like my style and you like what I do, then please join me, Barbara Gray, on Hochanda.
A very good morning. How are you this morning? It's foggy out there, isn't it? It's a good excuse to stay inside and do a bit of crafting. And it's a fabulous excuse with the one-day special to start popping things into your basket instantly because we had a very, very busy launch. 60% of the stock of the one-day special has gone. Let's introduce you to the lovely Hazel. She's with us.
Hello.
Hazel and chocolate go very well together.
They certainly do.
Yeah, it took me all the journey here today.
to think of that one.
And it was a long journey. Hazel and chocolate. Now, Hazel, we do have a sensational one-day special. Why do you think that the cardstock that we've got on the one-day special from Pink Frog Crafts has been so popular?
I think it's a few things. Firstly, because the chocolate has got a pearlescent side and a matte side, that's number one. Number two is the GSM. It's 400 GSM.
Wow.
It's great for construction. You can just use it as it is. You can add your inks to it. You can add texture paste and different mediums to it. And you're going to get that beautiful finish every time. It's really sturdy and heavyweight. So you're going to get a really beautiful finished project at the end of it.
It really is beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely is. And then coupled up with that gorgeous ice crystal, which has got the most subtle, I'm going to say fleck.
Yes.
It's not pearlised because it's a matte cardstock, but when you start inking onto it, this is just a mop-up that I did off of a mat yesterday, but you can still see the little flecks of, I'm going to say glitter, but it's not. It's really hard to show up, but it gives the most beautiful effects. So you can do so much onto this. You can do your watery pick-up backgrounds on it. You can stamp onto it. You can blend on it. You can die cut it. You can score it. You can fold it. So they couple up beautifully together.
They really, do you know what it is? It's the icing on the cake. It's the icing on the chocolate cake. That's what we've got here.
Absolutely,
really
yes.
is. And talking of cake,
yes,
we talk about construction
We
weight.
do, yes.
We talk about the right cardstock for making boxes and making different designs. Well, look at this. This really is the icing on the cake. Isn't this absolutely
It's divine.
fantascular?
Anita has done an
Fantascular,
amazing...
there's a new word
yes.
for you.
What?
Fantascular. Where did that word come from?
I don't know, quite
it's another
like
one for
it.
the Janice Dictionary.
Yes. Look at those gorgeous flowers there made out of the ice crystal. You've got the beautiful boxes there. Lovely. Lovely gift, something different.
It really is, isn't it?
And something to keep that can come out year after year.
Yeah, it certainly can.
Yeah.
But don't eat it because it is card.
Yeah.
But it is a sensational deal. Now, when we go perhaps to stock up, every now and again we'll pass a shop in town or in our local village or where we live that maybe stocks some card. And we think, oh, we need a little bit more. And we go in and we go to the luxury because we're designing something that's special. We're designing something that we want people to have that wow factor with. And we're paying... Well, I've seen it about 30p up to 50p per sheet.
Yeah.
And you quite gladly pay that because it's a nice card you're making. Well, this is an incredible deal. Because it's a one-day special, it works out to be 16 pence per sheet. You are getting 100 sheets. That's 50 of the chocolate, which is really yummy, and 50 of that gorgeous ice crystal, which really is sensational to use. And you can see those beautiful little flecks that are in there. Hopefully it's coming across the right way. But it's not just the cardstock that you're getting with the one-day special. Of course it's not. It's I can't speak this morning. Pink Frog Crafts. There you go. So we're now talking about instantly being able to make fabulous cards with the templates and instructions. Well, the instructions
absolutely
that come with it.
So for the 15 by 42, you will get a sheet that's going to have 10 folds on it, and they are the samples that you've got behind that little arrangement just there, but very clearly written out there. You've got 10 folds, whether it be a half fold, a gate fold, a pocket fold, a pop out, easel with no mat. It continues. You've got your inverted stepper on the back, so all listed down for you there. On top of that, we're going to give you the frame instructions. Now this has got quite a lot of information on here. It allows you to make different size frames and then give you the confidence to go on and make your own. We were having a discussion about making a frame to fit around
well, you've got
something.
one at the side of you. Can you just show everybody this frame? Because when I came into the studio this morning, I was like, wow, not only do I love the colours, but I just think that is absolutely fantastic. And I thought it was actually a wooden frame. Yeah. So I went up to it and I picked it up. You know when you pick something up with hesitation, you say, oh, this is going to be really heavy. And it says, well, it's 400 GSM.
400 GSM, and
fabulous.
It takes, I've got oxide inks across here, we've got some die cuts. This background, if I just bring in these two sheets here, look, this one here is the ice crystal, which looks scary because you look at that big bit of card and think, oh my word, how am I going to cover that? It's easy. I've just dragged some inks across it. I've used my Mylar stencils on there to put some stars on, and then some of our script stamp, and then onto the chocolate we've just dragged a bit of peacock. So that actually works, and that's how we've created the detail on that frame.
Spectacular. Now the chocolate is 400 GSM and the ice crystal is 250 GSM. Isn't that magnificent? You imagine that on your wall. It really does look like wood. Amazing. I love that. Maybe this was made last night for Ben, floor manager Ben.
It exactly was. I thought, what word can I put on there? And I looked up and he was just stood there all smiley, so Ben it was.
Lovely, Ben. Well, we've got the lovely Kirsty on floor this morning. He's working very, very hard. Just think these are fantastic. And that brown, I think, is so on trend at the moment.
It is, and it looks gorgeous with teal, but it also looks gorgeous with pinks and yellows.
Yes.
It's kind of, it goes with everything. Whatever your whatever your
it's catching
favourite colour combination
Yes.
is, I'm sure it will go.
Yeah. If it's a base layer, if it's a matten layer, if it's the main layer of your card, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Of course, construction as well. Think about all those different things that you're going to make and create. 65% of the stock has now gone. We're getting busy this morning. You're up early. You're thinking about chocolate. Oh, so am I. But I'm talking about the cardstock here right now. £15.99. Yes, Hazel, you got your hand up? You
Please,
may.
miss.
You may.
Can
Want the toilet?
No, I've been to the
Okay.
toilet. Can I just point out?
Yes.
The chocolate card is limited, as in a limited edition.
Ooh.
It won't be around forever. That's all I need to say.
Really?
Yeah, we may be able to bring it back in a different format, in a very small quantity.
Oh my
but
goodness.
This is a limited edition.
Right, okay, that's kind of a bit of an alert, isn't it? Because this really is delicious, and I don't mean to eat, to look at, to work with, but it's limited. So it may come back in another configuration, different size. It may not, we don't know. The fact of the matter is, now's the time to get it. Pop it in your basket. This is a one-day special. We do get busier throughout the days. More and more people wake up early in Europe, in America. They start to buy. Don't miss out. This really is a sensational deal, and there is a lot here for you. Let's have a look at the website. This is where you can go to see all the other different paper stock that we've got available for you, and card stock. We've also got some accessories as well. Do go and check those out, because alongside your card and your paper, you'll need some glue. Alongside your card and your paper, you'll need some tape. And alongside your paper and card, you'll need some gesso. And do you know what? We've got all of that. Oh, just looking at the gesso today. Gesso primer. Oh, in easy to squeeze tubes as well. My word, that is handy. Right. We've got some happy hour deals for you as well. Now, we've got some ice gold card for you, which I think, alongside the brown, will look fabulous. You're getting 100 sheets of this for $9.99. You're getting a 2/3 saving. It's a very subtle, very pretty, very beautiful, very luxurious ice gold card. It's ice, ice, baby. That's what it is. Ice, ice, baby. 270330 is your item number. Look at that price. It's fantastic, isn't it? 270330 is your item number if you want to go for your ice gold card. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? We also have another happy hour. We've got some quickies for you. Quickie glue pens. Love these. Love these for lots of reasons. Now, think about the wrapping of presents that you've done recently. Maybe adding those bows. Bows always fall off, don't they? And sometimes you put the tag underneath the bow, then you give the present, then the present's given, then the tag and the bow falls off and nobody knows who the present's for. If you get your Quickie glue pen, this could help you with that. It could also help you with some really nice, cool glitter detail. Now, if you open the pen, what I like about this, first of all, the lid, so it's easy to twist and take off. Then you have a little white tip on there. Take that off when you first get it. You'll see at the side as well. I love the fact that it's see-through, because you can see when you're running out. When you run out, you've got another one. And when you run out of that, you've got another one, and so on and so forth, because you're getting 5. Now, you'll see that in there is a blue. It's a light blue colour. That's how the glue comes out, first of all. And then it dries clear. Why is that? Well, because you get to see where you've put it, you get to see where you can add your glitter or your foiling, and then it will dry clear for you. It's perfect for actually attaching some intricate die cuts. So £12.49, 449 194. You're getting 5 quickies on a Wednesday morning. Now, there's an offer you can't refuse. 499 194. Right, let's go over to Hazel. We've got some demonstrations coming up. Looking forward to this, Hazel.
Fabulous. Okay, so I'm going to work first with one of the folds that is on the sheets that comes with the one-day special. So I'm going to take a sheet of the 15x42 in the chocolate, and we're going to make a Z fold. So very simply, I'm going to go across. I'm on the centimetre side. I'm going to put myself a halfway score, which is 21. And then I'm going to half that, which is 10.5.
Now, Hazel, I'm going to ask a question. I know I always ask you this, but maybe there's people joining us that have not seen the shows before. If somebody doesn't have a scoring card, of course they can go out and purchase one and buy one. But maybe I want to get this card home, and I don't want to go and buy a scoring card, but I want to do what you're doing. So how do I achieve that? Okay, so if you own a trimmer or something like this that's got a channel in, you can
put your card on the edge. So we said 21. You'd put the left edge onto 21, and then you'd use your score and just score down the channel. So you can get that, achieve that. Obviously, if you haven't got this long out bit, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Personally, I do feel that the boards are easier, and if you know, if you think you're going to enjoy what we're doing here today, I would, and you haven't got a board, I would definitely say invest in one. Right, so I'm just going to give those creases a little fold, so we've gone over and then back on itself. And my next demo as well, I'm going to use the Z fold but use it in a different way, and that's what the demos are about. It's giving you something different that isn't on them instructions, so you're getting kind of double whammy. So if you tune in or want to watch back on rewind, you'll see all of the different techniques there. So I'm going to start off, I've cut a matten layer for the background there, 14.5 by 20.5 centimetres, and we're going to start off very simply and use our music notes from our rose stamp set. We're also going to use our daisy. I thought I'd got it out, but that would have been too organised. Where is my daisy? Here it is. So to start off with, we'll just pop the daisy down in the corner, and it's just for a little bit of decoration.
Yeah. The daisy stamp is on the screen at the moment. It's an A5 floral stamp set, £14.95. If you have seen shows that I've done with Hazel before, you'll know that I always say this is one of my favourite stamps of a daisy, because it's so lifelike, it's so realistic, as Mother Nature intended, and it's beautiful to work with. It really, really is. You've also got the sentiments in there as well. You've got some lovely additional flowers. I think that's your cornflower there. If you want to go for the flowers and verse, which is the one you're seeing now, that's also £14.95. Then you've got the daisies, which is beautiful. You've got the bees on there as well. Then you've got your decorative sunflower. These are choices for you. And then you've got the sunflower wishes. I think that could be my favourite stamp set, because you've got part of the corner like a wreath there.
Yeah.
You've also got the lovely flowers that will make a decorative border, but also just underline your work. You choose, you decide. Go and have a look. They are absolutely gorgeous, and we're using the daisy one now with Hazel. That's the daisy, so give me your answer, do.
Right, I've just stamped that onto there, and then I'm going to use the background. Now I'm going to use ground espresso, I think. No, do what? Yeah, go on then. Do you ever do that? Talk to yourself.
The stamp set, yes, all the time.
Yeah.
Hazel, all the time. The stamp set you're using at the moment, we've also got that available, but I'm not sure.
It's the rose set.
The rose set. Right. So, yes, there is a set with the rose that has a script in the background, but there's also, excuse me, a stamp set that's got lots of textures on, which is marvellous. Do check that out. But this one actually comes with cardstock, which is really handy because roses most often are red and green. Pink Frog Crafts, it's your A5 rose stamp set, and the paper is 21 by 30. Is that just a little bit bigger than A4?
It is indeed,
yes.
3mm. It just evens everything up and makes it easier when you're doing all your different folds. So,
perfect.
yeah.
That's super value for money.
It is amazing.
962066,
Yeah.
It really is. And yes, it's red and green, beautiful colours for roses. You can colour your roses any colour, but that's a good starting point, especially, you know, with Valentine's Day just around the corner.
Right, so what I've done is I've stamped my daisy and I've used my masket. So I'd already stamped it onto the masket and cut it out, and then I keep it on this sheet. So I've just put it over there to protect my daisy. I've then changed my mind, and I am going for Versaclair Fallen Leaves. So I'm just going to take this and just stamp portions around the outside in no particular order. I'm just trying to fill up a little border without masking, if that makes sense. So just a little bit. So I'm happy with that. So then if you take away your mask, I haven't got the the music notes over my flower, and that just sticks straight back onto my sheet.
Of course, it's music notes, isn't it?
That's it.
It's
yeah.
not. Of course, it's not a script. It's a script. Of
We
music
do have
notes.
a script that's with the poppy stamp,
Yes.
and then the music notes is with the
roses.
with the roses.
How lovely. I just need to tell everyone at home we have some. Well, we did have some mylar on the show.
Okay.
We still got it just, I believe. It's limited stock though, and you also get. Do you get the stencil with it as well?
No,
this is
what I've
something
done
that
is
you
I've
can
cut
make.
it.
Yeah. So this is an example of what you can make. You can make your own stencils. Love this one. And you've got your negative and your positive there that you can make. But what you are getting are your 12 by 12 mylar. It's 350 GSM. You get 6 sheets of that in total. So you can make a lot of stencils out of that. 394204 is your item number. Just a quickie on this, Hazel.
Yeah.
To make a stencil, just a pair of scissors, a craft knife, or if you've got a cutting machine.
Okay, so what I do, I'll take a guillotine and I'll chop that 12 by 12 into 4.
Yes.
That gives
clever.
you a little 6 by 6 square. From there, I use in my stash, I have simple dies. So if I pull this out, here's just a few of them to show you. I've got stars, I've got circles, I've got squares.
Oh, I'm sure people
so
have
I
got many
would
of those at home.
pick out which obviously stars is my favourite at the moment. Don't know why, they just look
too.
amazing. So just simply lay the die on there, pop it through your machine, and it cuts out. It's 350 micron. It's going to last you. You have just made yourself a stencil that's cost you 50 pence. 50 pence each
Wow,
one.
that really
if
is
you don't
fabulous.
want to cut them down as small as that,
Yep.
then I have got a longer one where I've just cut it in half. You know I'm not going to be able to... there we go. So this is 6 inches by 12 inches, and I've put my squares in that way because there's going to be times when you want to layer different things up. But if you couple up your mylar and your masket together, that's going to work a dream, because if you want to stamp inside, this is 350 micron. It's quite deep. So you take that away, you use your masket, cut the same square, it's not a square, star in it.
Yeah.
So like that's the inner. The outer piece you'd stick it down, stamp up to, and you're up to them lines. So it's giving you a perfect finish every time.
Now the masket sheets are on the bottom of the screen, £9.99, and your mylar is at the side of the screen, but with limited stock for the mylar. Isn't it fabulous to be able to make and create your own stencils? It really is. You've got your favourite shapes like Hazel and myself. Actually, we're obsessed with stars. I love that pan, but you might have some dies that you've always wanted to make and create your stencils with, just to help you do the frames, just to help you do the outlines as well. So it's really interesting, great insight on how to use your mylar. Thanks for that, Hazel. Oh, it's like a proper workshop today, isn't it?
Right, I'm going to go back to my music note stamp, and again I'm not inking it up properly, just randomly. I've got another panel. This is going to go onto the Z bit of my card, so I just need a bit of the notes around the outside because it is going to be covered. So I just like that kind of mix. Even if I go in and overlay it, I like the jaunty of it. Let's just wipe that up. So that's 2 pieces, and then on my 3rd piece, and I just have inked around there with my brush and the Versaclair. It blends gorgeous with these brushes. I do love them. So that's 2 bits nearly ready, and then I've got this 3rd panel that I've done a matte and layer like so, and I'm going to do a bit of a different technique on here. So we'll start off with that. And we're going to need
news on the mylar. We're technically sold out. I think that little demonstration there just put that into your mind. We're going to see what we can do. We'll see if we can get some more for you, but we're technically sold out. It was a great deal, but stand by your beds, everybody. You never know, we might be able to get some more. And if you can't stand by your beds, just sit in it for a while. Hopefully we'll get you some more.
Okay, so I'm going to take my daisy stamp and I'm just going to go off at an angle down here and stamp that down. And then I'm going to bring in my mask and just fit that over the top.
What have you stuck your masks onto?
It's just a thick piece of acetate.
Oh, okay.
I mean, to be fair, I could have stuck it on a piece of my mylar, but we won't talk about mylar anymore.
No, not until we might be able to again. I'm not sure.
So, all of a sudden, this is where it's a game changer with your masket, because now it means I can stamp over the top of there, but it will become behind because I've put my foreground one in.
Ooh,
so
like
I'm going to position.
It's behind you.
Yes, indeed.
Very Christmas themed, Hazel. Well done.
I'm going to just go that way there. Stamp that down. Now, the masket's thin, but just give it an extra push around so that you do get it inked right up to the edges. So now what I'm going to do is put another one on there. There is a method to my madness. It hasn't got to be perfect, just so long as you're kind of there or thereabouts.
I really like these masking techniques.
They're good, aren't they?
Yeah,
so
they
now
really
I'm going to
are.
bring in some Scotch tape.
Oh, I think we've got some of that on the show as well, if you have a look on the website.
And I just need to...
Why Scotch tape? Why not, you know, more tape that's...
Because this will remove off my card and it won't damage it at all.
Low tack?
Very low tack, yes. So I'm going to choose myself... I could use my... Oh, I've just gone by eye. I've just stuck it down because I want a crisp line at the top and the bottom. And I'm going to bring into play my texture stamp set. And which one are we going to do? We're going to use... I've got 4 to choose from there, and I'm going to use this one. It looks like crumpled paper, kind of Hessian.
I like these.
But really interesting to use. So we're going to stick that onto there. And just going to move... Oh, I thought... It's just a bit of ink. I'm going to use my oxide.
I've popped the details on the bottom. Well, no, I haven't. I've popped the details on. Look at me multitasking. I've got a very long arm that goes all the way out the studio, round the corner, up the corridor, and into the gallery. I haven't. Sorry. We've put the details for the texture stamps on the side of the screen. I don't know whether I've got one actually to show you, because they're fabulous to have. They're great size texture stamps as well. Yeah. And the great thing about that, A7 size, is you can have lots of them side by side and make a larger
They
collage
do
of the
join up
pattern.
perfectly, yeah. Very easy to do. Okay, so I've just inked that up with ground espresso, and now I'm going to hover over. You'll notice I've put it onto my stamping platform because I've got the foam in there. It's going to give me a better stamp finish. So don't forget, when you get by that masket, just give it an extra press around there.
Now, whilst you are pressing,
Yep.
I have some pressing news for you. See? Got up early this morning. Right, guess what? We've got some Mylar back for you. Yes, we have. We're going to dispatch this on the 28th of December, which isn't long, let's face it. Let's get Christmas out of the way, and then have this for the new year. And it means that you can start to make your own stencils. How exciting. So all of those dies that perhaps are lacklustering, you've not used for a while, you've just put away, you think, I've used that quite a lot this year. Make a stencil out of it. It's a game changer, isn't it, for you?
It really is.
394204 is your item number. £11.99. Excellent value for money. Top quality, 350 Mylar. And just to show you, if you cut it down into 4 pieces, you can make your 6x6 stencils. I know. How fabulous. 394204 is your item number. £11.99. Excellent use for everybody. Back to Hazel.
Okay, so I'm just taking off my tape, and I was trying to save my masket as well at the same time. There we go, so that can go back onto my sheet, and then I'll save my tape as well on top of my machine. I've still got plenty of ink over my fingers, which is always the way. Okay, so to finish that off, we will just ink slightly around the edge, and I just like to do that because it just draws your eyes in. I'll try not to get too much more ink on there.
That really does look like Hessian.
Yeah. And can you see the join?
No.
I know you probably didn't quite see me stamp it, but you
No,
can't.
I did. I was concentrating all the time, watching your every move. But I may have turned away at one point
when
to
I
hand
stamped it down
over to an area just to reorganise things. That's amazing. You see? You can't see the join, which means those stamps are fabulous. I do like them, and I've seen that you've used them on quite a few of the samples. This one, just while you're inking that up, can I show this one, Hazel?
Of course.
I was attracted to this when I walked in the studio. Isn't that lovely? And that's one of the textured stamps in the background. That looks amazing. It really does, on that lovely chocolate card. Doesn't it make a difference when you've got that little bit of sparkle? And that's your one day special. That's that chocolate card, which may not be coming back. We're not sure. It may or it may not, but now's your chance to get hold of this. These colours that you've used, Hazel, are spot on.
I love them.
Yeah.
I love them so much. It was so hard to step away from them this morning.
Yeah, was it?
You know, when you get a favourite, it's just, oh!
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So I'll just clear away that ink a little bit. And all I've done is just added a little bit of colour in with my daisies there. And we've got all my elements now to pop this card together. So we'll bring in the base. And then we will layer this up. Good tape. So we've got some collal. We'll just
I
mat
wonder if
and
everyone's
layer.
craving a hot chocolate this morning, Hazel.
Say that again?
I wonder if everyone's craving a hot chocolate.
Do you
this
know,
morning.
I craved a hot chocolate when I got home.
Did
I
you?
didn't have one because I didn't have any left.
Oh.
But I had a cup of tea instead. It was fine.
Do you like a flavoured hot chocolate?
I've never really had one. All I know is that I ran out of hot chocolate the other day and I still haven't replaced it. But I had got a bar of chocolate in the cupboard.
Did you
So
make one?
I did. I've got a hot milk and I just stirred the chocolate in and it was really
Oh,
nice.
fantastic.
Really nice.
I
Okay.
like just regular hot chocolate, yeah. Like Swiss chocolate, hot chocolate.
So when you stick this one down, I like to position it first, use my finger there, and then I know where to put the glue. And then when I come back down, it's in the right place. And then this last one, now I could have put a sentiment on there and I have forgotten. I couldn't I? We'll go happy birthday. Again, it's from the rose set. It's in 2 separate words. And I'm going to do it slightly different to my other one. I'll just position and then I'll just stick that on a little block. Quite happy with that.
It looks lovely because it's pretty, but you've got a little bit of a grungy retro.
Absolutely, yeah. And then that will just go
Vintage.
on. Onto there. And that gives you... But you can feel the sturdiness on
Yeah,
that
but-
card.
but
It's solid, it's not going anywhere.
You can see that. You
Yeah.
can see that. It looks professional. It's going to stand proud. And anyone that receives a card made with this cardstock is probably going to stroke it for a while. The cardstock, that is. Right, your one-day special. Oh, we are busy. Over 70% of the stock gone. I think we started the show on 60%, so we're very busy this morning. And I'm really happy because this is superb card, and I hope that it's coming across in your television screens. All the detail. Now, I don't know whether I dare bend that one back that's there because we've got a lot of cardstock in front of it, and knowing me, it will go flying. So I've got one in my hand, if that's okay. Lovely director. Now, this is so lovely that it might not be back, Hazel.
No, it might not be back at all because it's a limited edition.
Yeah, it is. So that means we are busy, busy, busy. 50 sheets of this beautiful, gorgeous chocolate. Now, you've got that shimmer on that side, and then on the other side, which is perfect, you can turn that around. You've got that lovely design there. So you've got 2 sides to it. It looks like it's got a little bit of texture in there as well, like a mottled look. A bit like faux leather. It's absolutely extraordinary. $15.99 gets you 50 sheets of the brown, but also 50 sheets of your ice crystal. Now, your chocolate is 400 GSM and your ice crystal is 250. And again, you've got two sides to this. Let's just turn that around. There you go. So you've got that lovely, if I move this, beautiful, there you go. It's not overwhelming, is it, Hazel? It's not too overwhelming.
It is just a subtle, beautiful finish. I think you will really enjoy playing with it. I know I do, and it is so good to do all of your inky techniques on there.
Oh, look at that, look at that.
There
It looks like little, you know, snow in the morning. You've got all those little glistens on there. Oh, isn't that pretty? OK, I've just had another stock update. We are busy, 75%, that's 3/4. They go so well together, don't they? The tone on tone, absolutely perfect. I think if you put white card onto the brown, it wouldn't work. But this, with that ice crystal element to it, looks absolutely perfect. £15.99, you're seeing that right. You're saving £14, 100 sheets of this marvellous card, and you're also getting the 10 folds as well, which means when you get these home, you'll be able to instantly make a card like this just by folding with the instructions that come in with your one-day special. You can also watch the shows again with Hazel. They will be available on Rewind, which means you've got even more folds for you. So we're not duplicating the folds that you're getting in with your one-day special. These really are fantastic. Can I just show you the cake again? Just one last look at the cake. You'll notice there's a slice missing of the cake. Oh, I can't eat it, unfortunately, but what a lovely, lovely sample that is, made with the chocolate card. Right, if that's the icing on your cake, pop it in your basket and check on out. 580989 is your item number. Now, we've also got some A3 cardstock for you. And this is your Super Smooth. You've got 80 sheets of this. Super Smooth is fantastic for all of your mediums. When stamping on Super Smooth, my word, it's going to look absolutely fantastic. Using your watercolours on here, using your gilding wax on here, using your alcohol markers on here, your pastels, it's going to look fantastic each and every time, and it's going to take your mediums so well. From your gesso, your texture paste, you've got your gilding wax in there when you do your embossing. For stencils, you're making your own stencils now with that mylar that we've got available back on extended stock. Over 60% of the Super Smooth card has gone. It's always popular, and A3 is a great size as well, because it means that you've got that huge size to begin with, but you can also cut it down as well. Just a few more examples of what you can do with your distress oxides. You've got your water techniques on here as well, also your sprays, for example. So lots and lots and lots that your Super Smooth will take. It's not just for doodling and drawing. No, you can take all of your mediums and put them. There is more as well. I feel like one of those people, you know, in the stand with the big pizza sign at the roundabout. That's how I feel right now. It's quite heavy, actually. I'm holding all three at the same time as Jimmy slowly pans over. The burn's happening. Yeah, burn's happening. It's all right, though. A little bit of a backache going on, but it's fine. No, that's absolutely perfect. So Super Smooth will take all of your mediums. Really looks impressive. And we're very busy. £13.98, 80 sheets. It's an absolute bargain, saving £8. And Freedom members, you're not paying any P&P. We've got some more for you. Now, your flower making paper. This has been very busy. 2/3 of the stock has gone already. Now, flower making paper, Hazel. What do we mean by that?
So this is the Wedding Ivory 180 GSM. It's a beautiful pearlescent paper. I say paper, it actually kind of feels a bit cardish, but it's perfect for manipulating.
Yes.
To make your flowers, whether it's being your origami kind of folds, your kusadamas, or whether it's using our rose dyes and making them. But the sheen on them flowers is beautiful.
Yeah.
And they have been inked as well, so and you don't lose the sheen.
That is, I was just thinking, we've got white card on a white background there. Hopefully you can see that at home. But it really is gorgeous. Then when you put your inks on it, it still has
it's stunning,
that pearlescent effect. Very busy for this, £9.99. You're getting 80 sheets in total. 469106 is your item number for those. And then you've got your Super Smooth in your A4. Always a great staple. Always a great staple for you to have in your stock. £13.98. I've got some of this. I love it. Super Smooth 300 GSM 617168. It's beautiful to use. It really is. We're very busy. 80% of the stock of that has gone. Don't miss out. We're heading towards Christmas. No, you won't get this in time for Christmas. However, when Christmas is out of the way, we want to start crafting again. We want to get all of those ideas going. And the great thing is, you're going to have this delivered for that new year that's pending, so we can start to just create and make and lose ourselves in our crafts again. Now, watercolour card, we've got some of this for you. Great for your watercolours, of course, Hazel. Yeah. Different from your Super Smooth. It's a fabulous price at £9.99. 50 sheets. If you like watercolouring, perfect for you. 669780. 3/4 of the stock has gone. You've got a lovely texture. We're very busy across the board, actually. Nice little nice texture on your watercolour
it's
card.
the perfect medium for crafters. It's not going to be artist quality. It's not made of cotton or anything, but it's fantastic for doing your inky techniques if you like stamping and spritzing and bleeding the ink out, or moving around with your watercolour pens and pencils. It's perfect for that.
It's perfect. I've also got some of this, and I can say yes to everything Hazel has just told you. It is perfect. Right, we've also got some A5 watercolour card. Now, I find this really handy because sometimes if I want to do anything with watercolours, maybe I want to draw something, maybe I want to stamp something, I don't want to be overwhelmed with a piece of paper that's too big, like A4 or A3. For me, this is a great size to sit down, practice your techniques, and then you can start creating. I've got some love. Did you do these, Hazel?
I did, yeah. They're just quick little samples, but it just shows how amazing the card is.
Look at that.
I can see a feather in there. Can you?
How did you do that?
That's just brush hose on there.
Really?
So,
it's just spraying?
Yeah, so I wet the card and drop the brush hose into that one.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
that really is amazing. I've got some more little samples to show you because I love these techniques. I love stamping in a light colour and then spritzing water. I do love this.
They look so effective. And do you know what? That A5, if you only make little cards and you like painting and things like that and doing like stamping and colouring, just score that in half and that gives you an A6 card.
Yeah. And if you want to put a frame around it like that, you put that on the wall.
That's done with the Scotch tape. I've just masked around the outside and then I've spritzed my water in and stamped into the wet.
Isn't that fabulous? Using your Scotch tape as a frame. 747... sounds like an aeroplane. 203 is your item number, £9.99. And then we've got your A6 watercolour card, which again is great for doing your quick makes. It's great for doing your card toppers with your watercolours and your techniques. Maybe you want to put a few techniques together like Hazel has done, just to have as a reminder, oh, this is with brush hose, or this is with my spray techniques. You can do that and you can link them all together, and it's really handy to have as a reference. 305 695 is your item number, £9.99, saving £10 on that particular deal. Now, we've got some glossy accents. I do love a glossy accent, Hazel. Oh, they're fabulous.
It's lovely. It really does highlight. It gives that lovely domed, finished effect on things, yeah.
It is. If you've got any cards with puddles on as well, if you have this as the water, it looks amazing. Maybe just to highlight the Wellington boots going into the water, absolutely perfect. Great for the centre of flowers, which is beautiful. And it's from Ranger, £13.99. You get 2 in total. Great value for money. 569249 is your item number with that precision tip as well, which is perfect. Now, another essential that I know you like topping up with is your red liner tape, and this is a great deal because you get 4 of a kind with this.
So we've put this together because there's people out there that only do a specific project and they'd only use, say, 3mm or 6mm or 9mm or 12, and that's why we've put these little bundles together so that they can dib in and stock up on their specific size that they use. We've got the normal one on the website, but for those,
it's a great idea. So we've got the other sizes available. We're just showing you an example, but it's 4 of a kind, £11.99, 110684. I'm sure 4 of a kind was a quiz show once. I'm sure it was. 4 of a kind. Or was it 2 of a kind? Or is it 3 of a kind? Maybe that was a programme. I don't know. Help me out, studio@hochanda.com. Now, the Mylar, we bought it back on extended stock. And it's nearly half price. Sorry, nearly half the stock gone. But it's a great price at $11.99. I would be expecting to pay so much more for this. 394204, $11.99, nearly half the stock gone. Dispatched on the 28th of December. Make and create your own stencils. That's an example of what you can create. But you are getting... how many sheets again of your Mylar? 6. 6 sheets of your Mylar, and you've got that 12 by 12 size. But you can cut that down, and Hazel's done that board to show you how you can make and create your own stencils. Marvellous, isn't it? Right, the happy hours we've got available. Oh, I went, oh, the happy hours we've got available for you. The prices will go back up at 9 o'clock this morning. There's your quickies. So be quick to get your quickies. 5 quickies on a Wednesday morning. £12.40. I know, I'm childish. I can't help it. I'm sorry. Email in to complain. Join the queue. 499194 is your item number. We've also got the ice gold as well. This is a beautiful card. It's A4 in size, 100 sheets, 210 GSM, £9.99, saving £20. That is a bargain. Right, back to Hazel. We've got how much time? 12 minutes left on the show.
Okay, we should be okay. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the chocolate again. We're going to do them same folds, which is 10.5 and 21. But this time, instead of it being a Z fold, we're going to have it as an easel, and I am actually going to bring the sample in to show you. So we're going to make this one, and I've changed my colours as promised. We've got pink raspberry and peacock feathers on this one.
It goes well though.
Yeah, they do work nice, don't they? Right, so to start off with then, I've cut myself a matten layer. So I'm going to keep this one plain, and I'm going to use...
Actually, if anybody wants to see any other colours on the chocolate card, or the ice crystal, then do email in. I'm sure Hazel will accommodate and just show you what that particular colour would look like.
Absolutely, yes.
Studio@hochanda.com. But love this effect. Are you just lightly?
Yeah, it's light. And don't worry, if your inks get marked, you can rub it off. It's fine. So you really don't need to be careful. I'm just getting a bit of colour down there. That's the first thing we're going to do. Then we are going to grab our rose stamp set, and there's a single rose head which is there, and we'll have... Why is everything hiding?
Well, maybe because it's so foggy outside.
I don't... Yes,
Nobody
it was horrible, horrible driving conditions. So I'm just going to go around and randomly stamp, just slightly turning it each time. Obviously, the more you put on there, the more you've got to paint in. That's fine. I'm just going to put a little leaf there, petal. I'm going to fill that corner. We're just putting the detail around, that's all. I'm going that way, so let's have a look.
Just while you're adding the final couple of stamps there to the edge, I do have some news about the A5 watercolour cardstock. We are limited stock, just to show you an example of what you could do with that. We are limited stock. It's only £9.99. It's proven to be very popular this morning. 747203 is your item number. Every time I say 747, I just think about going on holiday, but I can't, so... Oh, well. Busy for that this morning, Hazel.
Yes, I'm not surprised. It's a fantastic deal.
Isn't it great when you get a show with all top quality cardstock on?
Absolutely, because it means you can stock up, and you can sit back then and enjoy the demos, and I'm being really not careful here. I'm just adding, the beautiful thing about using the oxides on top of this chocolate brown card is that the chalk content just kind of raises, so I'm getting a slight bit of my pink and then that nice chalky effect. So I'm just adding in, and I'm trying to stay away from the black lines, if that makes sense, so that I can still see the detail. but like a little dotting motion is quite nice to do for this, and I'm going sort of like every other. We'll do that petal as well. So just add in. Obviously, at home, I would spend a little bit more time.
We've had a lovely email in, Hazel. Just as you're adding the ink there, I'll just let everyone know at home what the email says. It's from Laurie. Good morning, Laurie. Thank you for emailing in. Laurie said, can I order a Hazel?
Oh, bless you.
She said her demonstrations, which is you, are mesmerising. And she wants to order everything you use, Hazel.
OK, that's lovely.
She's come to the conclusion that every craft room needs a Hazel in it. And she says, where can she follow you for inspiration on social media?
I have my own page, Dragon's Papercraft. That's the best place. I do post on Pink Frog page as well. Yeah. So there's always little videos and different bits and pieces going on. So yeah, Dragon's Papercraft, that's me. Thank you so much for that comment, Laurie. That means the world. It really does.
Well, we want to wish Laurie a very happy Christmas along with everyone else out there. So that other question, can you be in everyone's craft room? Can we get that organised, Hazel, do you think, for the new year?
Well, do you know, I do workshops and they are online, so if you've got a computer in your room...
There you go. A Hazel a day keeps your crafting at bay. No, you don't want to keep it at bay, do you?
No, I'm just thinking of one,
opens up your crafting. Hey! Opens up your crafting. Yes, a Hazel a day keeps you crafting every day. Way!
Do we have to have the way at the end?
No.
OK.
No.
Right, so I'm just going to speed this up. We've got maybe 2 left to do.
That was a lovely email, though. Thank you. It's lovely to hear from you.
It is lovely because it to us.
It's lovely for you, isn't it, Hazel?
It is because I love to inspire, and that's what I try to do, and to know and get that feedback is just wonderful. It makes my job worthwhile, and yeah. Okay, so I've got a little hint of the peacock feathers coming through, a little hint of the picked raspberries coming through. Now, I've got another little piece here. I'm going to put a message on here. So I'm going to kind of follow the same thing. I'm just going to drag over a couple of each colour. And this really is quite nice because it goes a bit purpley where the ink's still wet.
Who would have thought just using the ink pad like that gets you that effect?
It's one of my favourite things to do. It's so quick and effective.
I just want to get some ink pads now to do it.
Right, birthday wishes. This is from Sunflower Wishes. That's exactly what it's from.
I think it is.
Yeah. So I'm going to pop that on there. Birthday.
I'm thinking with this chocolate card, with the size that it is as well, Hazel, if you left it as is and did these effects that you're doing now to make it look like old wood, it would look like an old plank of wood.
You could
make shelves and...
You could make wallpaper.
You could.
You could put it on the wall, couldn't you?
Do you know what? You could.
Do you know,
like a little feature wall, like in the cloakroom, in the comfort room? You could.
What about if you like to photograph your artwork?
Yeah.
You could get like a piece of board, and then line it with the chocolate, and then take your pictures on it.
Especially if you've got like one of those instant photographs that they've got the white frames on.
Definitely.
Or you've got a die to cut that out. How cool would that be? Well, you got me thinking now about my downstairs cloakroom.
Right, so that stamps up beautifully. We've got birthday wishes on there. Now we can go in with our rose stamp and just put a few petals around the outside. I'm going to do some first generation, some second, just to give it a little border. Make it more interesting. The one bit of ink should get me all the way round, but if it doesn't, apologies. No, come on.
Details on your screen, if you're wondering. 962066 is for the rose stamp that Hazel's using. You also get some true red and true green and super smooth card. Oh my word, this is a bargain. £19.70. How many of the cards you get?
5 of each.
5 of each.
Yeah.
So you get 5 of each, absolute bargain, and you get the stamp set with all of the roses, with the sentiments, and with that fantastic I nearly said fantastical then. Fantastic musical notes stamp that you've got. I'm coming up with some strange words this morning, as per usual, sorry. Fantastical.
Okay. So we'll just add that on. And even though we've done the same colours on the cream as the brown, they do go together really nicely. So let's make some tidy space. Bring our card in. We need to mat and layer this onto here first. So we use our collal and fix that down. Give it a nice press so that the glue disperses out. Okay, so I went ahead and done the bottom panel, and I've even added my foam pads, which is very organised. We'll take that off and we'll just pop that. So I like to go 3 equal borders there. Get it into position.
Makes it pop.
So
I'm loving these colours.
This is what it would be for your Z fold.
Yep.
But by getting this piece, look, it would go on there the same. But because I've done that and raised it, that then brings you for that easel kind of look. Do you see? So it just gives you another way of using it. So we'll get that into position. So in the same way, I would put my hand in, feel for the way, and then ink up too.
This cardstock would also be good to make, like, you know, the calendars you get that you tear away?
Yeah.
That would be really good on like an easel, and this cardstock
definitely.
would be...
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just making sure that that's stuck nice and solid, which it is. And then we've got this lovely sentiment, which I do need. I did find my foam pads.
We've got about 2 and a bit minutes left of the show. We've got another show at 12 o'clock today with Hazel, and then another show at 4 o'clock. What we will have on those shows, we're not quite sure, because we'll have different happy hours, and we may sell out of some of the stock in between shows. People continue to buy, you see. So just about 2.5 minutes left of this show, but of course Hazel will be back at 12 o'clock. So think about maybe if you've got some questions. Do email in, it's studio@hochanda.com, or maybe you just want to wish Hazel a happy Christmas, then please do so as well.
Okay, so I've gone ahead and I got some of the ice crystal card, and I'll just do it on the back of here. Just got my pads, dragged a bit of ink across in the pink and the peacock and the ground espresso. And then I got my rose stamp, stamped into it and chopped them out, which gives me this kind of nice effect. It looks really quite nice, and it saves me from colouring in with detail, if that makes sense. And then I've done the same with the leaves that are from the floral or flowers and verses set. So just giving them a little bit of a shape with my finger and my thumb. And then I'm going to use some of our collal glue gel. Let's just pop that in there to pop these down, because it's nice and quick. So we'll have one there, one up at the top.
We've got 30 seconds. Where did that go?
Oh my God!
I don't know why I've gone all high when I'm saying that. It's my surprise voice.
Right, I should.
I'll go back to my normal voice now, Hazel.
Okay.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
I'm just going to turn that around so that you can see, and I'm going to bring this one in too. Aww. There we go.
That is absolutely marvellous. Because you've made 2, I'm going to take one home with me. I'm only joking. Hazel, thank you. We'll see you again at 12.
See you at 12.
Do check out your baskets, but we've got a sensational show coming up next. Sure, maybe they're Catherine's hands. I don't know. I thought they were mine. Joseph Bear, Big Save is coming up next. Yeah, it looks like the jumper that... Oh, I don't know now. Oh, we've got a great morning coming up on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Sarah. And I'm Vicky. We are the Stamping Sisters from Stamp Addicts. We'd started our family-run business in 1992 when we were importing rubber stamps from the USA.
But now we design and manufacture them all here in-house in our shop in Bedfordshire.
We make grey rubber stamps and we make them as deeply etched as we possibly can so that you can use them in many different ways.
On our shows on Hochanda, we like to give you lots of different techniques to use with the stamps, different ways that they can be used and ideas.
We hope that we can inspire you to get out your stamps and have a play. Look at all the different designs we've got. We've got Christmas, we've got scenic, we've got cute and furry. There's something for everyone.
Make sure you don't miss the Stamp Addict shows
on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm John Lockwood from John Next Door and Crafts 2. I've been with Hochanda since the very beginning, and I've been crafting a lot longer than that. My crafting journey's taken me through all different types of crafting, from stamping and die cutting to colouring and inking, and loads of different things. I've been working with Crafts 2 now for over 3 years, and they produce the John Next Door brand, distribute it, and make sure that everything is perfect in that. This allows me to work with the fantastic Crafts 2 tools and products, as well as some of their other amazing brands such as 2J Stamps, Press Cut, and the Craft Artist range of glues and consumables and inks. I really find that this partnership is extremely strong and helps me bring out the best of my products and all the other products within the Crafts 2 stable and the ones that I design. So don't miss the John Next Door and Crafts 2 shows on Hochanda.
Did you know you can watch Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for free using our app on Roku? Just like your smartphone accesses an app store to add new applications, your Roku streaming player or Roku TV accesses the Roku channel store to add new channels. By downloading the Hochanda channel, you'll be able to access your favourite craft channel on your TV anytime you want to watch. Here's how to do it. Turn on your TV and connect your Roku device. Next, turn the power on and press the home button on your Roku remote. Scroll up or down to select Settings. Select your network and select Setup Connection. Roku uses a wireless connection, so select your router name and add your password. This should be on the side or the bottom of your router. If this is the first time using Roku, then you'll need to set up an account on the device or by going to the Roku website. That's it. Now it's time to add the Hochanda app. Simply press the home button on the Roku remote. Scroll up or down using the arrows on your remote to select streaming channels. Then open the channel store. At the top of the channel store, you'll find a list of featured, new and popular categories to explore. Enter Hochanda into the search bar and this will take you to the Hochanda app. Now simply select Add Channel. When you see the added channel screen, press OK and return to the home page. Now scroll down to the Hochanda app and press the star button on your remote. You can then use the arrow buttons to move Hochanda to the top of the screen for quick and easy access. And that's it. You can now watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV whenever you feel crafty.
Hello, my name's Stuart and I'm the Managing Director of Oakwood Archer. Oakwood Archer is a family-run business and my son and my daughter work very hard with me to bring the best craft items to you in the UK. We specialise in high-quality items brought into the UK from all over the world, including brands like Kaisercraft, Stampendous and Impression Obsession. Working with Hochanda is fantastic for us. It gives us the opportunity to bring all of these brands and all of these products from all over the world direct to you, the crafter in the UK. Our products include stamps, dies, papers, buttons, trimmings, ribbons and album making kits. Just about everything you need to be a good crafter. So please don't miss Oakwood Archer shows on Hochanda.
We've got gremlins in the system this morning. It's good job I'm ready and waiting. Now let's... Oh, you don't know what's going on, but I do. We've got, of course, another fabulous hour ahead. I'm delighted to be working with Barbara from Joseph Bear. Barbara, good morning, first of all.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. How are you?
To everybody.
Are you well?
Thank you.
Good. You're a long way from me, but we can hear each other, which is great. I've got to say, we've known each other some time now because we speak in the studio, but we've never worked together before.
Never.
Never, ever.
No?
Yeah,
no.
so I sat in the shower and I was like, yes, and not just once today, twice today. There's another hour later on. Different focus with Barbara as well. And Barbara, I am going to be asking you some questions as we go down the counter because you've got lots of new todays and some great products as well. Some really special products. We're going to start right here. Of course, we've got demonstrations coming up as well. Let's have a look what we've got. This is Joseph Bear Designs Rainbow Bag Crochet Kit. Now, before I tell you about the bag itself, and it is beautiful, there's something very special about the yarn that this has been created with, isn't there, Barbara?
Yeah, this is made from totally recycled yarns, which is 100%, and it's very, very durable. You'll find it'll last more or less forever. You can feel the quality of it. It's quite thick and sturdy, strong. It's a lovely yarn to work with.
It's beautiful, it really is, and it's very heavy. That yarn, what do we call this? It's kind of a roll, isn't it, I suppose?
Yes,
I don't
like
know
a cake.
Yeah, a cake, that's the one I'm looking for. A cake of yarn. And it looks like one, doesn't it? But it feels so solid. It really, really does. And it's absolutely beautiful. The contents in this, then, I did look at the label.
It's 250 grams in one cake there.
Yeah.
And you would use it as you would a double knitting pattern. So it would be a 4mm hook or knitting needles.
Lovely. And it's 80% cotton and 20% polyester. So really good cotton content in there. Now we're having a look at the bag. It is a new today, 527181. We've got a couple of different choices for you as well. So we're looking at the rainbow here, and also we've got the pastels for you. Of course, you're going to get the pattern to create yours. So it's a choice of that colour or the other, or one of each if you want to go for that. If you want one of each, you can, can't you, Barbara?
Yes,
While we've got the stocks. Love it. Really good roomy bag as well. I'm just going to show you. We've got a cushion in ours just so that it's stuffing it out to hold nice and firm on the counter. But if you, the fact that you can fit a nice size cushion in there.
It's quite a large
roomy
bag.
It's lovely. Really nice indeed. Do go for that. £24.99, 527181. Now moving down, something very different actually, but it's the same type. I'm saying it's the same type. This is a much thicker yarn, but again recycled.
This is recycled t-shirt yarn, yes. And
These
there's a massive 650 grams on one of those big balls there.
Wow.
And that
this
would
really
make you
sturdy.
two of those baskets, and it actually leaves you a little bit left over. I actually made a little mat with it as well.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Oh, do you know, it really is. You can see how that is holding its shape there. It's very, yes, you can squash it. You can wash it as well,
Yes.
can't you? If you need to wash these. But once you've opened it out, look, let me just sit that down right at the front so you can see. It really does hold its shape. So you can put all sorts of things in there. It could be in the bathroom, it could be in a bedroom, it could be in a children's room or a baby's room, cotton wool balls and all sorts
Keep your
in there.
yarns, your scissors, your hooks, your needles, whatever.
Wonderful. Well, we've got the little pig, of course. Oh, we've got the panda there as well. £17.99. You are going to be able to make both of those and possibly have that little bit left over as well. You're going to get the stuffing, you're going to get the eyes, and of course the instructions. 679193 is the item number, and you can see how huge that yarn is. Look at that. It's really, really solid. Loving this already because of recycled products, of course. 650 grams is what you get in there. Now moving down again. Oh, this is like being at home. This is a cockapoo. Now, I don't have cockapoos. I have Maltese Terriers, but this looks very, very similar. So it is like seeing my little Billy. It looks like Billy, one of my dogs. He's gorgeous. Now, you can make this, can't you? This is a cushion, but it's so much fun. And again, Barbara, the yarn, the stuffing is all included in there as well. You've got the cushion pad too. It is such a lovely piece. Usable, washable. Is it easy to make?
Very easy to make. Very easy to make. There's just one stitch in it. Just one stitch in it.
Is that what it is?
Back.
Lovely. I'm going to turn it round actually so you can see what that stitch is. So you work in a circle. So it's a little bit like your standard sort of circular crochet or how you work with amigurumi.
It's a treble that you work around.
Lovely. So just increasing as you go. But how do we do this fluffy effect then?
That's what I'm going to demonstrate and show you how easy it is.
Oh, we do stay with us and we will be seeing that. What a great idea. This is £27.99, 645580. Now, we've got another option for you as well under the item number. Let's have a look. There it is. This is the other option. Same number. Let's just pick him up a little bit. Oh, that is a gorgeous colour as well, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. one of each if you want them again. Maybe you know someone with a cockapoo and this would suit them as a gift or something, a nice little surprise to make them. So there you are, details on the screen for that one. And we've got more for you as well, because we've got a whole little family of bears coming up. It's the Teddy Bears Picnic, and they're having a very nice time, aren't they? Look, with their, is it a trifle they've got there? Looks like one, covered in cream and cherries and strawberries and things. So, Barbara, tell me about this, because, of course, your company is called Joseph Bear.
That's right, yes.
You do have Joseph with you in his Santa suit.
I do have Joseph with me. I couldn't do a show without Joseph.
Oh, are these little bears related to Joseph, by any chance?
They were sort of designed on him, then, should I say, to look like a Joseph.
Oh, they are very, very cute indeed. What a lovely little set. Are these totally safe? If these were for children and they wanted to play with them a little bit, there's no eyes in there, there's stitched on, so really safe?
It's done with, it's just done with a little bit of black yarn for the eyes and the noses, and I've done it just slightly tweaked each one, slightly different, because if the children are playing with them, they can name them, and they can, you know, they can tell each one apart or whatever. I've actually put, like, perhaps an extra row in the nose to make one slightly bigger than the other, so they can just slightly be told apart from each other.
Oh, they are lovely, aren't they? So, so sweet. Now, I presume then you've got enough to make all of the bears we can see here, all four.
There's enough there to make probably 6 to 8 bears in that.
Oh, goodness me.
In that one ball of yarn there.
That's amazing. And because you've got the textured yarn as well, that gives you that fluffy look there. That's how you get that lovely look on these bears. So you don't have to do anything else with them other than knit them together or crochet them together. Beautiful set. This one, $18.99, 006293. Full instructions, of course, to make everything you see in there. Next up, we're going back to our lovely recycled products, but I'm going to show you a lovely sample that Barbara's brought in as well. Now, this will enable you to buy the yarn as they are. So you've got different choices. You're getting 3 balls. So we've got the yellow-green, which is this one. Lovely. Then down at the front here, we have got the pastels. Isn't that gorgeous? And we have another option. Actually, I'm liking this one. We've got the pinks. Isn't that lovely with the greys? In fact, that's what the sample is I've got, so I can show you how this is going to crochet up or knit up, depending on what you were doing with it. So you can decide what you want to make. The first thing I'm noticing, Barbara, there's the weight of this.
It is, yes.
It really is weighty, isn't it? And that means anything you're going to make is going to hang beautifully if it's something that needs to sort of drape in a way, but also wearable as well, because you can make your home decor pieces, your mats and things like that as well.
Yeah, very long lasting. And that actual piece there actually came out of two balls of that, 2 cakes.
So you
if
still
you
have a
wanted to make a bigger rug, you'd use the 3rd one and give you rather a large rug then.
That is so weighty. I love this stuff. £24.99 for 3. Remember, £5 saving today. 591926. Lovely colours to choose from. Now, if you think back to our panda and our pig baskets as well, we've also got the yarn available for you in the black and the white here. Now, you're going to get both of them. So, 650 grams in each. Huge, absolutely huge. I'm not going to pick up and drop it, but if I did, you'd hear it. You'd hear how heavy it is, but so hard wearing. That is important. This is your recycled t-shirt yarn again. If you want to go for this and create whatever you want from it yourself, then you certainly can do. $16.99 is the price. I think that is such a good deal. 427860 is the item number. You are getting the black and the white. You could do all sorts with that, couldn't you, Barbara?
Oh, there's such a choice. There's jewellery, there's flip-flops.
Yes, you
make your own flip-flops because it's quite soft, really.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it is
quite
soft, but it's heavy and it's weighty and it
is.
hangs. So again, if you want to make something that's going to drape, beautiful, you're going to enjoy working with that. Do you know what I like about it as well? Because it's so thick, you're going to be able to create things that make up very quickly, aren't you?
Oh yes, you would use either a 9 or a 10 crochet hook or knitting needles on it, so it is pretty.
They are chunky ones,
well,
aren't
I've done just to show you as a small piece here. You can see it is quite. That's only 2 rows.
They would make. Would they be good for sort of pot holders or for keeping the heat? Would
Perfect
they keep the heat off the table because they're so thick?
Drinks mats.
Yeah.
Or place mats. Make a nice, easy. Make plenty.
Place mats would be great, wouldn't they?
As you go along with this retwist, you'd be surprised how far you go, how much you get on the ball.
Yeah, Well, I can just imagine that, and you'll be making lots of goodies. I hope we get to see what you're making with this in the future as well. 427860 is a reminder of the number there. Now, we've got some lovely yarn here for you. This is the Prism yarn. Look at the colours as well. Now, you are getting more than one ball, but we've just got one ball out of each colour option here. Now, you're going to get 5. You can get a mixed pack, and you will get one of each of these. So if you're not sure what you're going to make, that's a lovely way of going for this, actually, because you've got something in all those different colour tones, haven't you? Have you got a favourite one, Barbara?
Oh, I have to be the blue, I think.
Is it the blue? Do you know, I don't know. I'm kind of drawn towards... I can't pick.
The green pastels are rather
I was going
nice.
to say the green, but actually I'm really liking this dark one as well. But I like blues. They're all lovely, aren't they? I think I'd go for the mixed one. Bit of everything. That's what I'd do. $15.99 is the price. £4 saving on these as well. What's the content in this one, Barbara? What sort of content? Is it
wool, I think.
Acrylic and wool.
Yes.
Oh, it's 100% premium.
100%.
Premium acrylic. So beautiful and soft and great to wash again and hard wearing as well. Isn't that beautiful? You can see all those different tones running through there. 722988 is the item number for that one. Absolute bargain. And then finally, we've got more colours for you here as well. Now, I love the name of this as well. This is Helter Skelter. Now, you've got your different colours. We'll bring the details up for these for you. You're getting 500-gram balls for this as well. This is a chunky knit or a chunky crochet as well. You've got carousel. Which one's carousel?
Carousel is the...
They're all falling over.
Difficult to see from here.
There it goes. That's the carousel. Then we have this one. They've got a mind of their own, these. Didn't even touch that, it just jumped off. Corkscrew, I like the name.
That red one, that's corkscrew, is very pretty.
That's beautiful, isn't it? Then this one, that's nice as well. Big wheel. Oh, I can see a theme. No wonder it's called Helter Skelter. And we've got the waltzer.
In the pinks.
Yeah, beautiful. $16.49 for 5 balls of that. 361334 is the item number. So that's the counter taken care of. The later I'm just going to let you know now as well is a different focus. So make sure you come back at 1 o'clock as well. Barbara, for now, we're going to hand it to you. What would you like to show us?
Well, I'm going to show you today how to start to build up the cockapoo cushion.
Oh, how nice.
So what I've done is I've started here and just made the 2 pieces which go around your cushion inner.
Yeah.
And all it is, you're starting with your 12 trebles here, just start off with, and you increase it by doubling it for your second row. So you go 1 lot, then 2.
Okay.
Then the third row, you'll go 1 and then 2 lots.
Okay.
The next row, you'll go 2 and 2 lots.
Okay. So when you say 2 lots, that's 2 stitches in 1 stitch. 2 stitches in 1 stitch.
Yeah. So you go, yes, 1, then 2 stitches in the next. And that enables it to increase, but still keep it flat.
Yes.
So you're keeping your flat shape with it.
Okay, lovely.
So when you've got the size you actually want for that, you actually start to crochet the 2 pieces together, wrong sides.
I see.
And then when you've got about 4 or 5 inches spare there, you'll turn it the right way out and insert your cushion.
Lovely.
And before you actually sew up your cushion here, you can put your nose on and the snout and put that in the place you'd like it. And it's advisable. The reason I don't sew that up is because the eyes need to fit in and you need to put your backs on.
Yeah.
So you need the little gap there to put your back on. So once
Okay.
you've done that and put them in the right place you want to go, then you can then continue and sew that up. So then you've got
Lovely.
just your base there. So now all we've got to do now is fill in with fur. That's how you want to do it. So for this, for the ears, you would need lengths of approximately 12 inches, whatever size you can customise it to however you want to do it.
Okay.
So about 12, 13 inches. And then we need some to go around the nose here and around the snout, which hangs down. And I do those at about 7 inches, something like that. I say it can be trimmed up and tidied up however you want to do it. And then for the smaller bits of fluff that would come up round here, you would need to do them about 5 inches. You don't want to do it any less than that because it's difficult to go around the hook.
Yeah.
And you can always cut it off and design it however you want to do. So I usually start here by doing the 2 ears, and you would need to start about this sort of area here,
Okay.
above there.
Lovely.
So it's no different really than just putting a fringe on a scarf as you would do with a crochet hook. So it's quite simple.
So it's the
really.
same crochet hook that you've crocheted.
Same crochet hook I would use. Yeah. If you want to use a smaller one to make it a little bit, really, it's up to you how you really want to customise your own. Each one can be different.
Okay.
I mean, if your dog's fluffier than other, well. So
it could. Maybe it's a dog that's had a little trim. It's been to
Maybe.
the groomers perhaps, or it could be a
Maybe.
dog that you just I've got 4 Maltesers the same. They all look completely different.
Yes.
One of them, its hair grows so quickly.
Wow.
And it just looks like a cloud.
Yes.
And then another one of them has got. It looks like he's got much longer ears, but he's much silkier.
Yes.
And his hair's straighter, so they
So
look
really,
completely different.
you've got a choice of how you want to do the fur. So you're going to start really up at the top here, but it's quite easy in between the stitches here. Put your hook in, you put it in half here, so you're going to put it round the hook and just pull it through the hole there. Then round the hook and just pull it through. Then just pull it tight, just to give it a bit of. Can you see that? Pull it down like that. So you need to do really as many as you like, depending on how thick you want the ears to be, or it really is a thing for you to choose how you really want to do it.
Do you want to repeat that again, Barbara, so everybody can see it
so
again?
we do another one here. And I say, once you've got the pattern here, I mean, I've done, different people have asked me to do ones, someone's got a black dog with a white nose or whatever. You can alternate whichever colours you want. You can add other colours in, browns in, or whatever you'd like to do.
That's a fun element, isn't it? Putting the fur
Cockapoos
on
and
afterwards,
Labradoodles are
giving
all
it character.
different. They're all different shades, aren't they?
I'm looking at the cushion before you've put the hair on as well, because you get so much yarn to enable you to add the hair. I can also see a teddy bear there. You could make a little pair of ears,
Easily.
turn it into a teddy bear if you wanted.
Yes. There we are. So, in fact, I've got on my second show a sheepdog, which I'm going.
Have you?
It's the same technique, which I'll be able to show you. So you do a few like this. Some underneath, some on top, however you want to do it. Just two pieces.
Okay.
Round the hook.
Just watch again there. That's it.
Pull it through. And then pull it like that.
Easy.
Now, to get the fluffy effect, as I say, you've got a choice here. Depending on how you want to do it, you can either leave it like this and chop it, or just leave it like this, or you can split it. If I show you a piece here, you can split it so the pieces hang without brushing it. You can just split it and untwist it and let it hang a little bit, sort of like that.
And that gives you that sort of curly look that a
curly
cockapoo
sort
would
of look.
have.
Or what I tend to do is I use a brush, and this is just a simple pet brush.
Yeah.
Simple pet brush, and then take it and then brush it through. Just brush it down, and that will bring you the nice fluffy and silky effect.
Do you know, this is great, isn't it? Just think about it. You can have your own pets, no house training, no walkies.
And the other good thing about it...
Just a bit of grooming, that's it.
So you do that, and then just do on the bottom as well. You can, again, you can do it as much or as little as you want to do. And you can see that it's now starting to bring the fluff up.
That looks really, really effective. You know, because you're bound to pull certain fibres off with the brush.
Yes.
Could you use that as any sort of stuffing or something?
That's
in a
exactly
project?
what I do.
Is it?
Because, as you know, the stuffing is only supplied in a plain white colour.
Yeah.
I always keep this if I'm doing a brown one or a black one, because if you're actually crocheting with brown or black or something and you need some stuffing, it's far better to put that colour in.
So no waste at all.
So no
then.
waste at all. So you hang on to that for your stuffing.
Amazing.
For your next project or whatever you're going to do. So we're starting to do that there. So I'll do a little bit more. Now, to do round the snout here, which you want to do, you're going to use the middle-sized pieces, about 7 inches, 8 inches.
Yeah.
And you're going to take 2 pieces again. And you need to start from the centre here and do them either side, going down like this.
Yep.
So I'm going to put the hook in there, as you can see.
Lovely.
And we're going to go round.
Oh, we're trying to look from the overhead camera at the moment, Barbara. I don't know if you can just lean it back a little bit.
There?
Onto the if you could put it onto the
probably
tape.
do it this
oh,
way.
actually, we can see
so
that.
you've got
that's
that
fine.
piece starting there. So you want one for the other side. So you're going to go in here. And you're going to pull this one through this side.
Yeah, I'm thinking as well, if you wanted a little girl dog, you could put bows in her hair, tie a little top knot. Yeah, collars.
You can do a different colour collar you could put at the bottom here, through there. So we're starting to do this now, along. Just as if you're doing a fringe. You just pull it. And then obviously you can cut it or trim it to the length you require as you go along with this one.
Oh, it really is starting to add character very quickly, isn't it?
It does. It's not too bad. It does build quite quickly, and it's certainly a thing that you don't need much concentration to do.
We can see better now, Barbara. Now you've got that position there. It looks really good.
Okay.
We can see that.
So we're starting to do this and come down here. See, I'll show you this, and then we can brush this one.
I love the idea of these. They could be anywhere. They could be in a bedroom. They could be in the lounge. They'd be great in the car for children as well.
Exactly,
to sort of cuddle.
yes. So then you'd brush this again, which is quite simple to do, or unwrap. Do whichever you feel like you'd like to do.
It's a lot quicker with the brush.
It's coming up quite fluffy now and silky.
Yeah.
So you
it's
do
like
that.
a real dog, honestly.
And then that lays down as you go. Like that. As you can see, it's starting to come down there.
Oh, look at the difference it makes. And then again, keep your fluffy bits for your stuff.
Yes. Now, obviously, you're going to start now, obviously, to come up for your head here, which is obviously going to be a lot tighter then.
Okay.
So I've made some smaller pieces here, about 5 inches, and you would start to fill in from the snout up with these.
Okay.
So it just needs to come along here. About 1/2 inch apart, you would need to do it.
Oh, you could give them almost eyebrows, couldn't you? Fluffy
You could
areas
do,
around their
I
eyes.
say if you're, I know some dogs have brown eyebrows, and if you put a little bit of brown in, you can customise it to exactly how you'd like it.
Oh,
really.
I wonder if anybody watching has had one of these before. These are new today. Have we had anything similar before?
I brought them on the show about a year ago, but I've been adding different designs to it since
I wonder if there's anybody watching who's made one of Barbara's cushions before. If you have, send a picture. Let's see what you've done with it. Let's see, especially if you've adapted it as well and maybe put some other colours in there. We're just looking at the finished sample here, or one of them, because there are a couple of choices for you. You can see how this really builds. Look at the ears there. If I just lift those up a little bit. And, of course, on the snout there that Barbara's been showing us, it makes such a difference. And then now working between the eyes there. And actually, you don't have to fill that much of an area with the yarn, do you? It's because the brushing that you're doing there is sort of covering a lot of it, but it's actually, when you lift the ears up... Oh, look. It wants a little top knot in there as well. You could put a little bow in the head. I know it's got loads of bow spare over the other side of the studio, and that's Lou Sims. Wonderful. Can we have a look at the other colour one as well? Because we have got the 2 colours, haven't we? We've got the brown as well, so there we are. I'm just going to pick him up a little bit. These are so squidgy and squashy and soft as well. They're gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And you do get the eyes and the nose as well. Everything to create this. Do you know, plenty of yarn, Barbara, as well, because if you want to make, you know, longer ears or extra hair in there. Oh, isn't it fabulous? 645580 is the item number, £27.99. Don't forget, you do get that cushion included as well. It's not just the yarn and the stuffing for the nose and the eyes and the actual nose piece itself. You do get the cushion pad. Now, something else that we're going to remind you about as well are these items here. Now, it's a choice of the pig or the panda. These are lovely. You can make 2 of these baskets, and you're probably going to have some yarn left over as well. I'm going to remind everybody, or if you didn't see the start of the show, where this yarn comes from and what it is. Now, this is fabulous because you get an enormous roll of this, 650 grams. This is retwist t-shirt yarn. It is entirely recycled. There's all sorts you can do with this. You can see that this is going to crochet or knit, if you've got large needles, into something that is going to, of course, knit up or crochet up very quickly. If you're using the instructions, of course, you're going to make what you can see here, but you know, you might want to go for the instructions and make something else as well. It's entirely up to you. But you get the eyes and everything in there included. You do